What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to this, the 745th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity. It is Friday, July 9th of 2021. It is good to have you all in here this afternoon. As always, we are multicasting live. 3 YouTube channels, Twitch, mgtow.tv, and of course, in crystal clear, high definition, really crystal clear 4K on Sharpe Stream. So however you are watching, wherever you may be watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. Make a couple of quick announcements here before we get started. Number one, the fight of the year, Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, that is going to be postponed, unfortunately. That is going to be postponed. And the reason for that is because Tyson Fury has tested positive for COVID-19. He has tested positive for COVID-19. Tyson Fury has tested positive for COVID-19. So the original date of July 24th, that fight is off. They've got a tentative backup date. I think it's October 9th. And if for whatever reason it gets delayed again, it's going to be pushed possibly back to the spring. Listen, you guys know I'm a big fight fan. I think that this could quite possibly be the first, quadrilogy, right? We have a lot of trilogies, Bo Holyfield, Gotti Ward. Well, we've got Fury Wilder, but Wilder hasn't won either of the first two fights. It was a draw on the first one. Then Wilder got absolutely owned in the second fight. Fury won by TKO. If Wilder can maybe get lucky and stick Fury with the greatest heavyweight right hand ever, we might get a part 4. So stay tuned for that. Also, another big announcement. Tickets for the Conference of Masculine Excellence are now available. Tickets are now on sale. Right now, there are 2 ticket tiers. The first ticket tier is the CME Standard. What comes with the CME Standard ticket? You're going to get lunch on all 3 days. So I'm going to feed you lunch all 3 days. The Feast of Champions, which is a 5-course meal. You'll get access, obviously, to all speaking sessions, the 6 podcast, virtual event access, and much, much more. Much, much more. Right now, we're working on getting together some workshops. We've got plenty of guys who want to do the workshops. As of right now, those who are confirmed speakers, Hotep Jesus, Coach EO, Terrence Pop, and Ed Lattimore. So those are our confirmed speakers. So again, the Conference of Masculine Excellence, Dallas. Tickets are on sale right now. July only, guys. July only. You get a chance to get $100 off of the standard ticket. $100 off the standard ticket. This is an early bird discount. Just purchase your ticket this month in July. Get $100 off. Just use promo code MWGA, and you will get $100 off your ticket. Plus, hang on a second. I thought I had this going on. Plus, you will get the entire audio version of Womanese. This is my revolutionary signature course, Womanese. You are going to get Womanese Volume 1, Womanese Volume 2, Womanese Volume 3, Womanese Volume 4, and Womanese Volume 5. Guys, this is a $1,500 value, absolutely free of charge when you buy your CME ticket and during the month of July. During the month of July only, you get $100 off. Use promo code MWGA, and you get the audio version of Womanese. This is my signature course, guys. Obviously, within that signature course, this is over 600 translations of words, phrases, and of course, statements that women make to try to mislead you about their character, namely during dating. With these 600 translations, there's the Gold Digger Guide as well as the Shit Test Guide. Those are both included. Those are both in Womanese Volume 2. $1,500 value, absolutely free, and you get $100 off when you purchase your standard ticket during the month of July. The VIP ticket for CME Dallas. Here's what your VIP ticket includes, guys. It includes your lodging, okay? The 3-night stay at the venue. Hotel rooms on us, guys. And if anybody has seen the pictures or talked to anybody who was at the first CME in Las Vegas, trust me when I tell you, I spared no expense. I do not intend to do that. I do not intend to do the same, or I intend to do the same this time. It's going to be a top-notch facility. You get to be at the VIP meet and greet on opening night. Food, drinks, and pretty girls. The girls of Womanese. The girls of Womanese. That's right. Caitlin, Alina, and Tessa will be on hand for the VIP meet and greet. Listen, man, food, drinks, pretty girls, cigars, all that good stuff. Gonna feed you guys all 3 days. Lunch on all 3 days. Priority seating at the Feast of Champions. 5-course meal. The Feast of Champions this time was out of this world. Man, oh man. Boy, listen, Devin, shout out to Devin. She's the one who picked pretty much everything on the menu. She nailed it. Also, as a VIP, you're going to get priority seating for all speeches. If you want to sit in the front, the back, wherever, priority seating. You're also going to get priority seating for the 6 live. You're also going to get priority Q&A, which means at the end of every speech, your questions come first. You will get virtual access and much more, which will hopefully include workshops. If you buy your VIP ticket this month, the month of July, you've got 22 more days. You've got 3 weeks. You buy your ticket within the next 3 weeks, I will give you $250 off of your ticket. Just use promo code DREAM. Remember to get $100 off on the CME standard ticket, promo code MWGA. To get $250 off of your VIP ticket, coupon code DREAM. You will also get the entire video version of Womanese. Guys, this is Womanese volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is a $3,000 value, gentlemen. You're going to get over 600 translations, over 250 hours of bonus content, which includes the Gold Digger Guide, the Shit Test Guide, the Masculine Excellence Lifestyle Kit. That's 50 hours right there. You're going to get my 5-part, 7-hour course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up, and my 25-hour course, How to Master the Game. You will also get seasons 1 and 2 of The Six, as well as season 1 of One-on-One with Donovan Sharpe, both video and audio. $3,000 value, absolutely free, when you purchase your VIP ticket to the Conference of Masculine Excellence to be held in Dallas, October 21st through October 24th. Very much looking forward to that. You know, it's interesting. A lot of planning went into the Las Vegas event, obviously, right? And, you know, the thing is the staff that I hired, Blake and George, Kleiner and Kellis. That's what I'll call them, Kleiner and Kellis. Actually sounds like a law firm. Those guys did such an outstanding job that, from my vantage point, it went off without a hitch, which means it went off without a hitch for the attendees. Ask any attendee that was there. They will tell you it was a fantastic time. This one is going to be better. This one is going to be much better. We learned a lot of lessons in Vegas that we will apply here at the state of Texas. MasculineExcellence.com to get your CME tickets today. Okay, let's get right to it. So, on the Fresh and Fit a couple nights ago on the Fresh and Fit podcast. Myron and Fresh, who are both very, very good at what they do. You can tell that they're honing their craft. You can tell that they're working at what they're doing. One of the big complaints was, okay, you guys are asking the same questions, giving the same talking points. Myron listened to that. He's changed it up, right? They're telling Fresh, you're too soft-spoken. You can't let Myron. No, dude, listen. Fresh has improved as well. This is why they now have over 300,000 subscribers. So again, listen, I'm no kingmaker. I knew Myron Gaines was going to be big time. I knew he was. So shout out to the Fresh and Fit boys. Anyway, they found a couple of TikTok videos. That were really, really, you can tell, and they're by women. TikTok videos by women who appeared to be RP. Now, we all know that all women are RP'd, right? Dude, all women are RP aware. There is no question about it. And it's not something they discover. It's just something they learn from a young age, right? The average 16-year-old girl, if she's dating a 16-year-old guy, dude, she'll run circles around him. She's already 10 years ahead in the game as far as that's concerned, right? Right? So what ends up happening is that there's this disparity. Then you've got your alphas and your betas, the guys who figure it out early, the guys who figure it out not so early. So the first of two videos, and this one is actually pretty funny, but real talk, this bitch keeps it 100. I don't think I agree. I've only listened to it once. I don't think I agree with her 100%. Who knows? We'll see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play these videos, this first video, then we'll watch all the girls' responses. We'll break down the responses, and then we will play the second video. The second video is from a female rap artist who keeps it 100. So much, in fact, that it brought one of the girls to tears. Let's get it started.
All right, fair use. Let's do it.
The beta male and the alpha male. Some of you women got this really messed up. A beta male is just a personality type that is not as strong or not as outgoing and aggressive and assertive as an alpha. But that person is still a man. The beta male is the male that's going to take care of you. He's going to worship you. He's going to please you. That's his whole agenda. That alpha male, you don't please him.
Yes, sir.
And he's only going to please a lioness. And half of y'all out there ain't a lioness. So a lot of you are out here that was designed for.
Now when she says lioness, I think she's talking about, at first glance, you would think her version of a lioness is a boss bitch. But just listen.
For a beta to protect you and to cater to your crazy ass. You don't want him because you think he's too soft. But you want to go over there with the king of the jungle like he gonna take your shit. Low. Ain't no alpha male taking no shit from nobody unless you a lioness.
Real talk.
The jungle don't lie. Part 2. There's no.
Yo, and you know what? It's funny. They actually say that they're going to try and get this chick on the show. Yo, I'm here for that. Listen, I don't know who this chick is. I'm sure somebody in the chat can tell me who she is. Let me know in the chat, because I'll follow her ass on TikTok. I'll break her shit down all day long.
Nothing wrong with being a beta male, but there's something wrong with some of you women out there. A lot of you have overbearing personalities like myself. But see, I know my place when it comes to a man.
Oh, she says a lot of you women have an overbearing personality, but I know my place when it comes to a man, right? We always say this, guys. Women who have the strongest personalities submit the most to hypermasculinity. Guys, listen, man. I've banged a bunch of boss bitches. Straight up, dude. Caesar's Palace, 5:30. Dude, 5:30, especially on Tuesday. Caesar's Palace, every weekday at 5:30, especially on Fridays. Tuesdays and Fridays, it's a feeding frenzy. Got boss bitch in town for a convention or some sort of business meeting, and I'm this and I'm that. 14 minutes later, we're up on the 14th floor, and she's getting her back blown out by yours truly, handing me the key and asking me to keep it for the rest of the weekend. Blowing up my phone. Got a husband and kids. Got a husband and kids at the house who doesn't know how to tell her no. That's just how it is. So she's keeping it 100 here. The stronger the female personality, the more wholly they submit to hypermasculinity. Listen, am I an alpha male? I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. That's not for me to decide. All I know is that in those situations, dude, sometimes I'm not even hypermasculine. I can just display hypermasculinity. It is what it is.
an alpha. I can date a beta because I know that his personality flaws or dysfunction or whatever he may have, all I have to do is not treat him bad and abuse him. Allow him to worship me. Allow him to do the things that he wants to do for me. And
Yes,
see,
sir.
that alpha, he just wants respect. And you gonna respect him.
Yes,
Because
sir.
the alpha either gonna make you respect him or you gonna get gone.
Real talk. Dude, this is it. This is real talk right here. Right? Again, a lot of these boss bitches out here, oh yeah, you know, I'm this and I'm that, and I deserve an alpha male, but we're going to be a power couple. And like, he's going to build his empire, I'm going to build mine. No, ain't no building no joint empires with titans of the industry. Ain't no building no, well, what about you and Devin, Donovan? I run this. Listen, I love what Devin does for me. I pay her very well to do it. But I can and will do this with or without her if I need to. It's not something I want to do right now, but you can be rest assured that if either she decides to leave or I decide to leave, the train stays on the tracks 1,000% of the time. Real talk. I may take a couple of days, blow off some steam, lick my wounds, but guess what? TSR Live has got to go on. That's all there is to it.
A lot of you women out here are talking down about the beta when you're really made for a beta. You're not made for an alpha because an alpha has a superior purpose.
Yes, sir.
And you ain't a Michelle Obama. Part 3. An alpha male.
Oh, shit, there's a part 3. I didn't know there's a part 3. All right.
Usually is in alignment with the creator, meaning he's alpha-minded because his purpose in a union is a powerful
That's
one.
right.
And if you are a woman that does not know your place with an alpha male and you don't know how to exist in a pact with other lioness, take it back to the jungles. You ain't meant for him. That's why you're not attracting him.
Oh, shit. Did you hear? I didn't catch this the first time. Let's rewind that. Let's back that up just to make sure I heard what I think I heard.
I know your place with an alpha male
Hold on.
usually is in alignment with the creator, meaning he's alpha-minded because his purpose in a union is a powerful one. And if you are a woman that does not know your place with an alpha male and you don't know how to exist in a pact with other lioness, take it back to the jungle.
Oh, yes, sir.
You ain't meant for him.
That's it. There you go. She kept it 100. She kept it 100. And this is something that Myron talks about on his show all the time. Every once in a while, I'll talk about it. He and I, when we were doing weights and dates, we had a whole episode on this. An entire episode on this. If you want the attention and commitment and the resources of a high-value, high-status man, you are going to have to share him. Listen, that's the way of it. That's the way of it, man. That is the way of it. Dude, real talk. Go watch this interview. This morning, I watched the second half of the Kevin Samuels Tasha K interview. Bing, I'm lying. Tasha K said, listen, man, I got aunts. I got female relatives. They're sister wives. Listen, Tasha K, female people related to Tasha K. You got 4 or 5 women with one dude. That's it. And she says they love each other. They cook. They have each other's children. It is one big happy family. That is the way it is. Listen, you may not like it. You might not agree with it, but that's how it is. Now, here in 2021, it's a little bit different in terms of sharing. Okay? If your woman is going to share you with other women, the more status you have, the more, I guess, brazen you can be with it, right? Like, listen, if I'm worth 9 figures, yeah. Listen, it's going to be Lisa, Angela, Pamela, and Renee from around the way, and we're all going to live here. There's going to be Andrew Cobra Tate, right? All of you live with me. We all sleep in the same bed. That's it. Now, maybe if I'm worth 6 figures, maybe I have a main chick. Maybe I have a side chick that my main chick knows about. Totally possible. If he has airtight game, he's worth 7 figures. Maybe he can be living with a couple of them. When you're doing 6 figures, listen, you have a little less value. You're high value, but you have a little less value. So if you're gonna have a side chick, your main chick can't know about it, guys. Right? She'll have her suspicions, right? She'll even know. She will know. She'll smell it on you. She will know if you're smashing another broad. But as long as you don't get anybody pregnant, you don't give her any diseases, you don't smash her in your bed, and you don't get caught. As far as a woman who belongs to a, quote, alpha male is concerned, she can live with that. Just don't disrespect her. Don't throw it in her face. Okay, Case in point, O.J. Simpson, Nicole Brown Simpson. I talk about this all the time. Dude, Nicole knew O.J. was smashing hoes all over L.A. She knew it. He's O.J. fucking Simpson. Of course he's going to be smashing hoes. O.J.'s problem is that he threw it in her face. Listen, watch O.J. Made in America. He used to tell her all the time, I've got 5 women here and 10 women there and da-da-da-da-da. Finally, Nicole had enough. She went and fucked Marcus Allen, allegedly, and O.J. allegedly red-rummed her. Right? Right? Don't throw it in her face. Don't do it. Listen, if you're going to have a side chick, if you want to be that brazen about it, you have a side chick, then live with your side chick and your main chick. So if you're worth 6 figures, if you have a side chick, make sure the main chick doesn't find out. If you're worth 7 figures, yeah, you can have a side chick that your main chick does know about. If you're worth 8 figures and above, you can have your side chick, you can have your main chick, your side piece, and the side piece to your side piece living in your house. This is the way it goes, guys. And that's exactly what this woman is talking about. If you think you're ready for that super duper high value super alpha guy, guess what, sweetie? Guess what, sweetie? When she said lioness, she wasn't talking about boss bitches. Oh no. She said lioness as in, well, wait a minute. Talking about a pride. Yeah, she said take it back to the jungle. Take it back to the jungle. There is one alpha lion. There are 17 lionesses. And the lionesses who do not fall in line, the ones who don't stay in pocket, guess what? They get dismissed.
That's why you're not attracting him. So you take it out on the beta. The beta that's saying, I love you, I want you, and I'll stick by your side because I know how to take a woman like you. You call him weak, passive, and you stomp down on him. Then you want to run your ass over there to an alpha and get mad when that lion roar on that ass. Stay your ass where you supposed to be.
Ooh.
If you are overbearing and you know that you're narcissistic yourself,
Damn.
stay with a beta because the beta got a little more patience for you. And alpha, he gonna rip your head off and send you back to the beta crying about how bad he treats you. I don't want to get on my nerves. You don't want a man, you want a son. Yeah. Bye.
Damn.
Yo,
real talk. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what, man. That's the realest. That is the realest 60 seconds I have ever heard come out of a woman. Like that. Listen, that was some straight G shit. That was dude. That's the realest shit. Dude, man, that's the realest shit I think I've heard in the last 5 years from a woman. Real talk. She straight told it like it was. Shout out to Geeky Anomaly. $5 super chat says, take notes. Caesar's Palace, Tuesdays and Fridays at Caesar's Palace. Got it. You know it. Listen, if it's anywhere the way it used to be, back when I was there, back in the yachts, dude, MILFs all over the place. Dude, wearing power suits, the pantsuit, the skirt suit with the attaché. I'm like, yep, I'm in a slump. I've gone 1 for my last 40. Yeah. About to hit a 3-run homer. Let's continue.
Table, we'll start with you, Miss Traditional.
Yeah, but I mean, the video was kind of low, so I'm kind of confused.
Okay,
here we are already with excuses.
Can you guys give me a background of the video? Like I was struggling to hear the video.
So she's saying that there's 2 types of men. One's beta, one's alpha.
Okay.
Beta males are definitely more submissive. They'll cater to the woman, be more loyal, but they're not really like fun, exciting guys.
Mm-hmm.
Alphas, however, they're very demanding. They know what they want, and they don't tolerate disrespect.
Real talk.
So she's saying some women are not made to be with alphas because they can't handle the respect.
Do you guys notice one thing that you guys are going to notice in this clip that I'm showing you? Myron and Fresh are getting better. Okay, listen, man, you guys know Fresh has a stuttering problem, right? And he talks very fast to try to. The reason why he used to talk fast is so that he could keep himself from stuttering. Notice how he has worked at it. Now he's a little slower. He's a little more deliberate, right? Every once in a while, he'll hit the gas pedal a little bit and maybe trip over himself, but not nearly as much as he used to. So shout out to him for working at his craft.
Versus some women are made to be betas because they want to, be catered to. All she's saying is, look, pick your lane, understand who you're dealing with, and don't play games with either or.
I actually Fresh to me is more entertaining when he talks fast. It's like, bro, listen, why are you wasting time at the civs? Bro, Instagram, DMs.
So would you prefer to have a beta that'll take care of you, very submissive, but it's not a manly man?
Oh, here we go.
Alpha
asking questions now.
Saying, hey, you know what? Don't go here, do this. I'm going to take care of you, but these are my rules.
Yeah.
What'd you pick?
Yeah, do you agree with it, disagree with it? Do you think it's BS? She ain't speaking facts.
So my comment on this is that I basically agree on it, and I feel like right now like in this generation, there's a trend going on that like, oh, masculinity, it's toxic, which is not like actual masculinity. It's about men being protective and being, you know, like generous and
Whoa.
giving.
Listen, hold on. Okay, she's right. It's about men being protective and generous and giving. However, on our side of the fence, listen, we will be generous, we will be protective, and we'll give you the shirt off our backs. But you got to come correct. You got to earn that every single day. Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, ain't no high value man giving away his time, his money, and his resources for free. Those days are over. Those days are over, man. Like, dude, the older I get, the more valuable the commodity of time becomes, man. If I'm gonna mess with a chick, dude, you better believe she's gonna be worth it. None of this. I'm just gonna buy you whatever because you're a woman. No, listen, man, she's a good-looking girl, ain't no doubt about it. But being pretty ain't enough anymore.
And
you want to know why it's not enough? Because there's pretty bitches like her giving away their peace leaves like it's Halloween candy.
right now, it's like, oh, you know, like there's a whole trend being like, oh, everything that's related to masculinity is toxic, and I don't agree with that. So when it comes to my personal like choice, I would pick an alpha man over a beta man.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Yo, by the way,
sure.
we need to have
Next.
her on the show.
What?
I don't know who that was.
Oh, yeah, I don't know who that was either.
There it is.
She's awesome.
What's your take on it? You disagree, agree?
I want to know if you guys think there will be like an alpha male that will compromise. Because I'm generally.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. What did she say?
I don't know who that was.
Oh, yeah, I don't know who that was either.
She's awesome.
What's your take on it? You disagree, agree?
I want to know if you guys think there will be like an alpha male that will compromise.
No. There's no such thing as a true alpha male who compromises. Listen, dude. Honestly, man, I don't consider myself to be an alpha male, and I don't compromise. And if I don't compromise, you know damn well alphas ain't trying to compromise. This is another case of a woman wanting it both ways. She wants the alpha male. She wants all the benefits of an alpha male who will also compromise. Guess what? An alpha male who compromises is not an alpha. An alpha male who compromises is not alpha. Listen, we say this all the time. Women think they know what they want. They know what they want, but they have no idea what they need. She thinks she wants an alpha male who's willing to compromise. That's not what she needs. Because the minute she actually gets a hold of an alpha male who actually compromises, this would never happen. But if he were to, in the back of her mind, she's saying, well, wait a minute. No alpha male I know would ever really compromise. So is he really an alpha male? And as soon as he compromises, boom, her attraction to you, her visceral attraction to you, that is now compromised. That's compromised. And it's all downhill from there. So once again, at every turn, women are always trying to get something for nothing. They want the hot body without having to work out at the gym or watch their diet, right? They want the alpha male without other women looking at him. They want the high value man without him smashing other broads on the side. That's just the way this is, man. That's the way this is.
Because I'm generally more.
They don't compromise. It's their program.
You don't think they could compromise?
No. I'll tell you right now, if I dated you, I'll put you in your place immediately.
Oh!
It's my way or the highway.
Hey, real
Because
talk.
here's the thing with women. If a man succumbs to a woman's frame, he loses. She loses attraction for him. Because what I've effectively done is I've inadvertently told you, I can't handle you, you need to lead.
There it is.
And if you lead, you're going to start to lose attraction for me. Women want a leader. They don't want an equal, ever.
So, okay, so we say, like, you know, that people say, like, really.
She knows he's right. So now she's going to try to come. Okay, all right. So alpha males don't compromise. Now she's trying to find another way.
You know that people say, like, relationships need to be like compromise. So if you think somebody
when you
wants
deal with
to,
a certain caliber of man, it's not a compromise. It's
Bingo.
his program or you're to the streets.
That's it. Dude, listen, Myron Gaines nails it again. Well, alpha males compromise? Myron crushed her on that. Well, relationships, there needs to be compromise. No, there doesn't. No, there does not need to be compromise in a relationship. Listen, man. Listen, I will never forget this. And this is funny. Like, within the first couple of months of Devin and I living together, she tried me twice. The very first time she tried me, she said, hey, Donovan, can you come in here into the living room? And I'm like, okay. And so I'm like, what? She's like, can you sit down? I'm like, okay, well, what's this about? I'm like, dude, like, I mean, I don't know what, I mean, like, are you pregnant? Like, what's up? She's like, well, this is kind of a roommate thing, but I don't like how you left your floss on my really nice, expensive soap. It really is. I said, Dev, let me stop you right there. I said, number one, I'm not your roommate. I said, number two, if you ever, and dude, just listen, man, Devin will tell you this to the T. I said, if you ever call me in to sit down to talk about some bullshit like this, I'm out the door. I said, don't you ever talk to me like a roommate. I am not your fucking roommate. I'm your man. Do you understand? Yes, sir. How many times has she complained about dental floss on the expensive soap? Yeah, that's zero. That's zero. The second time she tried me, this is maybe 3 or 4 weeks later, right? This is back when Devin was still, working outside of the house, right? Right. So I had a little extra time after the podcast. This again was when I was just, I was just building things up. I probably had maybe 5,000 subscribers or so. Back when it was actually fun to open up the chat and interact with the guys in the chat. And so I did a little cleaning around the house. I took a little extra time, right? Now, the reason I did it was not chore play. The reason I did it is because I was horny and I wanted to get laid. When Devin got home, I was trying to get it in, and I didn't want cleaning or anything to get in the way. I said, all right, check it out. When you get home, you make dinner, and then we go. Cool, that was it. She came in the house. She's like, oh, my God, it smells great. It smells like you, blah, 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 blah. Everything was cool. Well, the very next day, I didn't have quite as much time, so I didn't clean up, right? Again, this is not what I don't have to do anything, but I didn't do this, right? Didn't do it. So I'm sitting in my little studio in the bedroom, and Dev comes in. She said, what did you do all day? And I knew exactly what she was getting at. I said, why? She's like, well, it wasn't vacuumed. I said, sweetheart, sit on the bed. And right then she started, no, that's okay. No. I said, sit your ass on the bed. I said, I'm going to say this once. I said, don't you ever. Dude, I was seething pissed. And I'm glad I was sitting down because I still get like the hairs on the back of my neck stand up when I think about that. I said, don't you ever come in here and ask me what the fuck I did all day. I said, cleaning this place is your job. I said, the shit I did for you yesterday was a favor. I said, if you ever come in here and ask me again what I did all day, that'll be the last conversation we had. Guess what she didn't do since then, right? And again, listen, it's not that she was trying to be, no, like she tried me. We'd only been living together for a few months, and listen, she tried to push her boundaries. It's not like she consciously did this. This is what women do. Women are going to push you. Women are going to test you. Women are going to test you. I have never, ever compromised in this relationship. Ever. I think maybe the one compromise I've made is maybe I try to yell a little less, but that's not because of something that she asked me to do. That's something my therapist asked me to do. But other than that, I do exactly what the fuck I want to do. Now, that doesn't mean that Devin doesn't have a say in what happens, right? Listen, she's my girlfriend. We've been together over 4 years, dated for 5.5 years. Listen, man, she has earned my ear. She's earned my respect, right? And when there are certain situations I'm dealing with, yeah, listen, I'll ask her, hey, what do you think? But at the end of the day, I'm the boss. And that's all there is to it. And she clearly understands that now. So she doesn't bug me about leaving the toilet seat up or not vacuuming. She doesn't bother me about, she doesn't bother me about none of that shit. And I think a couple weeks later, I actually played a trick on her. I took a whole thing of dental floss and I threw it all in the bathtub. I heard Devin, when she went in the shower, she said, haha, very funny. Agree and amplify. Emmett Trill, $5 super chat says, been binging on your archive, but like when I catch you live, full support, hoping to make the CME and checking the Dallas food scene. Yeah, oh God. I'm gonna have to go on like a 3-day juice fast before I get to Dallas. Ay.
Like I told you, ladies, I know you guys don't like hearing it because it goes against the Disney fairy tale. But if you're gonna deal with an alpha male that has money, success, etc., you get on his program. He's the prize now, which means
look, none of them look, dude. Listen. None of them look comfortable. They're like, yeah, I guess that's how it is. And girls know this.
Your job as the woman, I know this sounds amazing, like craziness, but your job is to keep him. Can you keep a man? A man's value is how many women can he attain? A woman's value is what caliber of man can you retain?
There it is.
That's girl game. Can you keep him around after sex?
That's right.
You don't play by the same rules as us.
No, sir.
Having a lot of guys in your DMs, a lot of guys giving you offers, whatever it is, that's cool and
Nope.
everything. But that doesn't mean that you have girl game. Guy game is being able to get that type of attention from
Real talk.
women. Girl game is being able to retain the man. All of you guys said earlier, if you're in a relationship, you know you're gonna need that emotional connection. You've been celibate for damn near 8 months.
Yeah.
Why? Because you want that security to some degree.
Yeah.
You want that leadership. You want that provision. You want that security. You're not going to just give your box to anybody. Maybe you might have done it in the past. You said earlier, I had casual sex. I don't like it. Women aren't built for it.
See?
So what I'm saying is if you want that security with a certain caliber of man, it's his program.
Did you hear what Myron said about the casual sex thing? Did you hear what he said about that? Women are not built. Women are not built for casual sex. They're not. They're not. This is why they are an abject disaster now, right? Women are not built for random casual sex. Men are, because we have the ability to compartmentalize sex and feelings for the most part. Women can't do that. The only time a woman can compartmentalize sex and feelings is, I don't know, after body number 700. At that point, there's no hope. What's the broad's name? The 83-year-old broad out there, where she's 84, 85 now. Hattie out in New York City. 84-year-old granny going on Tinder dates. Still getting smashed. Still getting smashed. She said, I made a decision a long time ago. The feelings, you have to cut the feelings from the peace leaf. That's what she said. And look where she is now. 84 years old. Dude, 1 foot in the grave. Still swiping left, still swiping right on Tinder. And by the way, she actually has a list. No Trump's, no Orange Man supporters, no this, no that. 83, 84 years old, still filtering through men. Incredible. Girls have no idea. Dude, girls have no idea. Girls have no idea how good they have it until, of course, they don't.
There's no compromise. There is none because he has built the castle already. You choose if you want to live in it or you
Real
get
talk.
out.
Here's the problem. Most women don't want to submit, even when it's the right man.
See?
But you will submit to the wrong man
See?
and then get mad at all men. But in reality, if the right guy, which is the alpha guy for the most part, he's saying, hey, this is who I am, take it or leave it. You're like, you know what? Fuck that. Let's do it my way. But he's the one pulling all the strings. So how can you tell
They're
him
not
how
going to
act?
argue with you. They're just going to tell you
Yeah.
to leave. If you
That's
want to
it.
compromise, you're going to have to deal with a guy that's more average.
There it is.
But when I said
So,
50K,
like,
50K and 5'9" earlier, you didn't like that.
They don't want to submit to that.
Nope, no, they don't.
So-
See? Byron said, look, man, if you want a guy to compromise, listen, 5'9", 50K a year. Those guys compromise all day. Those guys compromise all day long. And really, it's really not about anything quantifiable. It's about what's up here. Listen, man, listen. There are guys who are 5'9", making 50K a year, smashing hoes left and right. Real talk. Real talk. They got the gift of gab. I'm actually going to be releasing a video, a dating video breakdown about how important the gift of gab is. I'm going to talk about the fact this guy proved. This guy proves it's actually from Love is Blind. Those of you guys who remember the Love is Blind breakdown series I did way back in the day, which you can get at patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe or sharpestream.com. The very first video I did was Barnett proves that looks, money, and status do help, but game is ultimately what keeps you on our mind. This dude had this dude had 3-4 bitches all pining after him. They had no idea what he looked like. Dude, no idea what he looked like. And then in the end, he had 3 women who actually wanted to be engaged to him, broke 2 of their hearts. But you guys will see very, very clearly the importance of game. So listen, 5'9", $50,000 a year? Yeah, that guy compromises. If he's a civilian, yeah.
Like if he was to compromise, then he would be considered a beta, not an alpha.
Now she's asking Myra that. But he'd be considered a beta, not an alpha. I'm the wrong guy to ask. So what Myron should say here is, if she asked me that, I'd be like, sweetheart, I'm the wrong guy to ask, right? Well, then who would you ask? You. I'd ask you. Well, I could tell you that he would still be an alpha. I said, yeah, you'll probably tell me that now, but guess what? If you meet an alpha male, and he compromises, your attraction will be compromised. It might not be right then and there, but something in you is going to change. And little by little, over time, you are going to start to see signs that this guy might not be who you thought he was. Any alpha male who compromises, again, it's not an alpha male. There are other things about him. There are other things in his life that he compromises. If he compromises with his woman, he compromises with everything else.
We don't negotiate with terrorists, okay? I'll keep it simple. Like,
Real
you don't
talk.
negotiate with women. You can't negotiate desire. You can't.
Okay.
Women are emotional creatures. You
There
guys
it
need
is.
to feel it. You know, I can't sit here and tell you, okay, so let's do 50-50, let's do this and all this. It just doesn't work that
And
way.
let's be real here. You go on a date, you want to know where you're going, what's happening. Let me handle everything. He's going to pay for the date, to take you here.
Real
A,
talk.
B, C, D. It's all planned out.
Let's compromise. Let's split the check. How would you feel about that? Would you fuck me?
You.
See,
There you go.
she's
If
like,
you-
"Ugh."
okay, if I
Yes.
invited you on the date, let's go out for drinks, then maybe. But if you invited me out, that was your invitation. I wouldn't still like to pay. But
Let's be honest. When are you inviting men out on dates?
Bingo.
don't.
Never.
I
Exactly.
don't. There it is. Let's play that back. Listen to this again, dude. These girls have no idea. They have no idea. And this is funny because I can promise you what makes the Fresh and Fit podcast so fascinating to watch is you can tell that this is the first time any of these girls have ever heard any of this. Now, some girls have seen the Fresh and Fit podcast, so they know what's going on, right? Even still, they think they're coming in prepared. I'm gonna get one over on Myron Gaines. They never do. Listen, you want to know why Myron Gaines is undefeated? You want to know why Kevin Samuels is undefeated? It's because when the truth is on your side, you don't lose. Like the stuff we talk about in this community is absolute truth. It's truth, guys. We say it all the time. I don't make the rules, man. I just tell you what they are. And listen, man, there are some things about the game. There's some things about the game that even I don't like. But you want to know something? I had a choice. I can either continue to masturbate every night, or I can go have sex with someone with a pulse. I chose the latter.
Take it here. A, B, C, D. It's all planned out.
Let's compromise. Let's split the check. How would you feel about that? Would you fuck me?
You.
There you go.
If
There
you
you go.
Listen to this.
if I
Yes.
invited you on the date, let's go out for drinks, then maybe. But if you invited me out, that was your invitation. I wouldn't still like to pay. But
Let's be honest.
And she said, if you invited me out, I would want you to pay. But if I invited you out, I would still want you to pay. Did anybody catch that? I didn't catch that the first time. So she still wants the guy to pay either way. So she wants the guy to pay. She wants the guy, again, she wants the alpha benefit without the alpha cost, right? She wants the alpha male to pay for all the dates and protect her, but then compromise on the back end. Doesn't work that way, honey.
When are you inviting men out on dates?
I don't.
Never.
There you go.
exactly. So
See that?
let's operate in reality here, ladies. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. You want a dominant male? It's his program. You want a man that's going to compromise? Average man. Nothing
That's
wrong with that though. There's nothing wrong with average guys. Like what kind of crazy world is it where being average is bad? Nothing wrong with it.
But
You
they
know,
want
there's
to
nothing wrong
have
with
fun and get lit.
Look at the looks on the girl's face. They're like, ew, average. Ew, I don't need that. Ew.
Yeah, women. You know, it is what it is. What's your take on it? You agree? Disagree? I feel like we're crushing your world, man. I'm sorry.
Plain Jane.
Just being honest.
Do you see? See, Myron has gotten better. Myron used to be a lot more aggressive and Frank Castle, and that was cool for a while, but he said, all right, I gotta have some comedy. He says, we're crushing the world. He's kind of playing with her. I'm sorry, right? Big shit-eating grin. Good for him for playing this, back and forth push-pull game. It's cool to see him grow, man.
Yeah, like I have my own opinions. You can crush them if you want. I feel like I just got skipped at this point.
Yeah, translation. I know that you're going to trump every single one of my talking points, right? I have my opinions, and I just choose you to skip over me. You see that? Sweetheart, that just means you agree with him. That means you know he's right. This is another case of a woman knowing Myron's right. She didn't want to get schooled on the air. Well, I have my opinions. Just skip me. Yeah. Translation. I know I don't have a chance in this. I know I don't have a chance in this argument.
Like I'm just not gonna respond.
Yeah. Of course not. Yeah.
You.
Of course.
No,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
of course.
Give your take on it.
No, I'm okay.
No, there it is. See that? He gave her another. Said, no, give your take. Nope. She's not here for it. She's not here for it. She knew she was beat.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Damn.
Yo, she's feeling it.
Wow.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Mind your business.
Sorry.
She,
She about to call her ex tonight.
Yeah.
Baby, where you been?
It's not that simple. It's
I
not
hope
that
he
easy.
blocked you so he doesn't see your text. I really do.
I'll tell you.
Listen to this. This is funny. These bitches actually start fighting on the air.
Hey, this
I'm
ladies.
sorry, what?
I hope he
She said, "I'm sorry. What?"
blocked you so he don't see your text.
Why would he block me?
I don't know. So he don't see your text.
You
You'll be
want
better.
the person.
Uh-oh.
You broke up with
Who-
him.
Yes, but not for the reasons that are being discussed on the show. It's the fact of the matter
No,
that
I know, but you shouldn't text him. You guys broke up for a reason, right?
Uh-oh.
Girl, everything
Um,
happens for a reason. If it's meant to
exactly.
be, it will be. Don't ruin her
Exactly.
dreams.
Not true.
Do you guys hear what just happened there? You guys hear what just happened there? Hold on. I'll let it play a little longer.
What if you had a dream man? You wouldn't want them to ruin your dreams.
I mean, I hope
She
you guys
about it.
get together. If it's meant
Real
to be.
talk. I'm gonna just say it. You fucked up a great opportunity.
There it is. There it is. There it is. What's happening is that the dark-skinned girl with the glasses, the darker girl with the glasses, I can't tell what her nationality is. She looks like I don't know what she looks like. She's got some sort of Hispanic heritage, right? So she broke up with her boyfriend, and one of the other girls who knows she broke up with her boyfriend told her, I hope your ex-boyfriend blocks you so you don't see his text. And she's like, well, why? She's like, so he doesn't see your text, right? She's like, well, I mean, like, you want the guy. She says, yeah, but you broke up with him, right? You broke up with him for a reason. Well, basically, she broke up with him as a power move, a power play to try to get him to chase her. He's not chasing. So now she's having to text. And one of her friends pulled her card. She's acting like, listen, she's acting like with everybody until just then. Everybody, well, I broke up with him and I'm done with him. And one of the girls said, well, listen, if you're really done with him, I hope he blocks you. And she couldn't help herself, could she? This is funny.
No, I didn't.
A lot of women would kill
No, I didn't.
to have a man that's ready to buy a home, settle down, etc.
You don't know the details.
Of course. See, there we go. You don't know the details. Really? Well, tell us the details, right? You see, listen, you see her posture? You see her posture? Dude, old girl pulled her card and Myron pulled her card. Myron told her, you fucked up a good opportunity. No, I didn't. Really? Really? That's why you're chasing this guy?
Exactly.
Okay, well. The thing is this, ladies.
She does.
The thing is this. Not many guys are willing to marry a woman and get into a marriage in today's day and age. Marriage is extremely dangerous for men. It's not dangerous for women. Women have all to gain.
Don't do it.
Men have everything to lose.
Yeah.
Very few guys see marriage as a real option.
That's right.
And we live in a world now where women are told, hey, listen, you know what? The guy isn't matching up. Fuck it, replace him. The grass is always greener on the other side.
Look at the smiles.
You can play. You can go out there and date and meet men or whatever. But being honest, a lot of guys are just going to want to have sex and move on. They're, especially guys that are higher status that make certain types of money that women want.
Dre Raven on the Sharpe stream side says, orange hair is the type of chick who picks a fight at the Walmart Supercenter checkout line at 10:30 p.m.
They're going to want to play the field.
That's right.
So, if you're able to find a guy that's good, faithful, attractive to a degree.
Hey, there you go.
Ambitious. Maybe he'll make the money even in the future.
Maybe.
Sometimes it's worth taking a risk.
Yeah, but it's not worth taking a risk of a whole bunch of stupid shit that comes along with it that you're not
Okay. But
there you go. Do you see what she said? Right? So Myron just told her the difference between the select guy and the non-select guy. All the benefits. Yeah, but it's not worth putting up with all the stupid shit. Okay. All right. Listen, if being with an alpha male is not worth it for you, 5, 9, 50 grand a year, sweetie. Like this is how it is. Just like Myron said, you cannot have it both ways. These girls all think they can have it both ways. And even if women could have it both ways, they don't want it both ways. Even if they were to get this super alpha, hottest guy in the world, blah, 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 basically Brad from Sex Life, right? If he compromised, if he put her on a pedestal, did all this beta shit, they would not be attracted to Brad anymore. They wouldn't be. As a matter of fact, they could probably kick Brad's ass because he arm punches.
All I'm saying is that a lot of women look for security and they think the grass is greener on the other side. Sometimes you have something good in front of you, you don't see it.
There we go.
That's your decision to make personally. We ain't gonna, argue with you or anything, but I'm just saying, maybe rethink it. I don't know. What's your take on it?
I completely agree with everything she said. And I think it's really easy now
She's talking about the video.
with, third wave feminism
Third wave? Damn, bitch, where are you on fourth wave feminism? Where you been?
and girl boss culture and hustler
there you
culture
go.
to reject that kind of thinking. But really, it's like, I think it comes naturally. If you find the right guy,
There you go.
you're going to want to be submissive to him and you're
There you
going to
go.
want to let him be a man.
There it is.
Let
That's
a
it.
man act like a man.
Yep, that's it.
Fair enough.
Listen, you're going to want... No, well, she was right. She was right. I don't disagree. I agree with that 100%. But he doesn't need your permission to act like a man. He's going to act like a man whether you, quote, let him or not.
I would have to just basically agree with her if I were to think of it in the heterosexual perspective.
Oh, here we go.
If you don't have that kind of personality or they don't give you those kinds of vibes where you want to be submissive to them, then you're not going to submit to them and you're not going to want to be less dominant or anything that. But I just think it depends on everyone at the end of the day, because there's some women out there that need to be put in their place, and then...
No, sweetheart. Every woman needs to be put in her place. Just listen, most women are not put in their place. They're just not. Most women have never run up on a dude who tells them, hey, check this out. It's my way or the fucking highway. Make your choice, because I got shit to do. No, man, they're used to even guys who look and sound like alpha males compromising. And they wonder why they're swinging from relationship to relationship. Thinking of something stupid to break up with them for, right? There's always dude, it's always a stupid reason why they say they cheat. No, the reason they cheat is because that guy wasn't who you thought he was. Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, you can only keep up the alpha male persona for so long. If that ain't who you are, then guess what? At some point, it's going to come out. Women have a supernatural ability to detect incongruities in your persona. This is a necessary part of life for them. Oh, wait a minute. This is a necessary part of life. Their very survival depends on it. Women can't make a mistake biologically. Now, women aren't thinking about this in the front of their minds. This is all running on autopilot in the background, right? Women's intuition, they call it. Oh man, why do women pick up on liars so easily? Because they're much better at picking up on nuance, micro expressions, incongruities, things of that nature. Now, you could be that way, but it takes a lot of practice. Girls know how to detect liars from age 6, right? I didn't learn how to detect liars until I was 36. Psh, shit. I'm damn near half 100. I still let some slip through the cracks every once in a while, right? But for this woman to sit here and say, well, some women need to be put in their place. No, every woman needs to be put in her place. You know what? It's funny. I think it might actually be the verbiage, right? Who gives a shit? Listen, I don't give a shit about verbiage. Women know what it feels like. Women know what it feels like to be in the presence of a man in demand. That's it. Call it what you want. Put in your place, dominant alpha, whatever. Call it what you want. If it makes your southern regions buzz, that's probably your guy.
There's some men who need to be put in their place.
Yeah, that's cute, right? There's some men. See, there she goes. There's always a bitch in the group. Always a bitch in the group that says, well, it's true for women, but it's also true for men. Negative. Dude, that goes for men too. That is the tiredest, weakest, laziest argument. Because what you're doing is you're hedging. You're just disagreeing. Well, if it goes for women, then it goes for men too. Nope. Dude, people ask me all the time, Donovan, do you have social media? Yep, I sure do. Well, you probably have social media for business purposes. Yeah, but if I wanted a social media account for social shit, I'd do it too. Well, wait a minute. You don't allow Devin to have social media. I'm sorry, what? You don't allow your girlfriend to have social media? Devin can do whatever she wants. She can do whatever she wants. But as far as I'm concerned, but to be with me, you can either have social media or you can be in a relationship with me. You can't have both. Listen, Devin is free to do whatever she wants to do. If she wants to go out there and sleep around, be my guest. We're not going to be in a relationship anymore, but she can do whatever she wants. Well, the same goes for you, right? The same goes for me. What? Well, you can't have social media either. Sweetheart, you're going to ask her because I've had social media for the last decade and a half and we're still together. Well, then that's not fair. How is that not fair? Listen, Devin has certain things. Listen, when it comes down to it, I don't compromise. That's it. Devin doesn't have rules for me. She never tells me. It's funny. I'm actually thinking about that now. Devin doesn't have rules for me. She did not tell me the whole time we were cheating. Well, if we're going to be together, then it needs to. No, Nope. This was 1000% my program. It hasn't been all, sunshine and puppies. As she says, she says she wants the hot body with the Skittles. Yeah, dude, Devin's got to lay off the Skittles.
Okay.
Skittles are good though.
All right, cool.
Me personally, I do agree with the video. Everybody has their own preferences. But I do agree with the alpha. I believe you that she said the alpha male.
Mm-hmm.
I believe she said in the video.
Yeah, she said
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Better. Okay. Really.
What they missed was the lioness. Anytime you talk about a lioness, they're in packs. Lionesses are sister wives. They didn't pick that up.
I mean, I'm crazy. But yeah, I do. That's my preference. That's what I prefer.
Okay.
Cool.
I totally agree with everything she said, so.
Fair.
Damn, she came out with it.
If you guys disagree, it's cool.
Trust me. If I disagree, I disagree.
I'm down for a 50-50. I came from a place where I had to become, I guess, the alpha at the end
I came from a 50-50, she says.
of a relationship because my ex got into an accident and couldn't work and all this other shit. And his ego, it was too much for him. So, like, I want to find someone who I can care for and who can care for me.
You had to financially support him?
No. Yeah. And
See, there you go. She had to financially support him. He was injured in an accident. Listen, that's nobody's fault. Listen, this is the way of it, man. Listen, man. If I get in an accident and I'm paralyzed from the neck down, guess what? I'm going to tell Devin, look, this is going to hurt like hell, but you need to get up out of here. Like, we can't be together anymore. No way. Dude, no. I don't want my last memory. I don't want your last memory of me, you wiping my ass, right? Me not being able to, control my functions, me losing weight, me looking like I'm sick. Get up out of here, go find somebody else, and be happy. Like, real talk, if something like that were to happen to me, Devin, get the fuck out of here. I would tell her straight up, listen, I'm breaking up with you. Go on, get up out. And it would probably hurt her, but guess what, guys? It was going to happen eventually anyway. That's what happened with the old girl, man.
He fucked our finances, and I also would never recommend handle your own finances.
Did you leave him after?
No, he was trying to marry someone else while we were still married.
Wow. So there you have it. Look at this. You see this? Girls are so funny, aren't they? Girls are so funny, aren't they? If a guy treats me like shit, if he does this, I'm out. Right? This girl's husband got in an accident, got injured, couldn't work. Living off of her, she's paying all the bills. His ego is too much for him. Myron asked her, well, did you leave him? No, actually, he was trying to marry another bitch. Unbelievable.
Oh, damn.
That's funny. Devin says, I'd take care of you, Donovan. I'm sure you would. I would not allow you to. Like, I would not allow Devin to take care of me. No, fuck that.
Okay. All right. So,
I wanted to be honest on that part real quick, too.
Yeah, sure.
About, I guess, a couple.
Damn, some of the bitches are like, damn, you didn't leave him? He left you? Listen to this. This is funny. These bitches are like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
What?
He fucked our finances, and I also would never recommend handle your own finances.
Did you leave him after?
No, he was trying to marry someone else while we were still married.
Damn. God damn. Dev says, you can't make me leave if you are paralyzed. Oh, yes, hey, think I wouldn't be able. Look, I chase your ass out the door. I will be able to. Look, I sit there and control. I control my little, with the mouth. Get the fuck out of here. I've been chasing your ass all over. I'll be chasing your ass all over the house. Get out of here. Anytime I see you, I just look at you, then charge. Leave, woman. No, seriously. Like, if something like that ever happened to me, no. Devin's out the door. I would make sure she's taken care of financially, and then I would send her on her way, because I do not want her last memory. Dude, no. Nope, couldn't do it. Could not do it.
Okay. All right. So,
I wanted to be honest on that part real quick, too.
Yeah,
damn.
sure.
About, I guess.
I can't believe Myron asked the bitch if she left him, and she said, nope, he's trying to marry somebody else. This is so funny. Women talk. Listen, women will tell us these sob stories about these guys who are just absolutely terrible to them, and they never leave these guys. My ex-husband was Ivisuba, spelled backwards. He cheated. He smashed hookers. He had a gambling problem. He was an alcoholic who was addicted to painkillers, heroin, cocaine, and strippers. You left him, right? Well, no. He tried to marry one of the strippers, and, well, right? Like, if your boyfriend was so terrible, why did you stay with him for 19 years? Why did you stay with him for 19 years? Oh, I know. Because that's what feminism teaches you.
A couple of you didn't answer it, but you said that.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't hear that. Actually, let's do this.
Beta between the beta.
Ah, damn it. Every once in a while, I'll have these days where wearing a headset gives me a headache. Today is one of those days. All right.
An alpha, which one do you want?
Yeah.
Or whatever. To be honest with me, I love alphas, but I'm not ready for alpha. Is where
I'm not ready for an alpha. I like alphas, but I'm not ready for one. Translation. I'm going to smash as many alphas as I possibly can before I finally settle down and commit to one. Shout out to JB84. I'm assuming who that is. He says, oh, crap. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hang on. I hit the hot corner on my Mac. There we go. I'm looking at 6 screens, and sometimes I don't know where my cursor is. Hang on a second. All right. Yeah, JB84. Shout out to JB84 with the $10 super chat says, and they think there is an unlimited supply of men to choose from, but at the end of the day, it does run out. This is what I think the girl on Myron's left realized. Doing a little foreshadowing. Isaac Landis with the $5 super chat said, LOL, no, said, no, not Brad. Like the video, guys. Mr. Sharpe working very hard with these breakdowns. Man, real talk, dude. Real talk. I think I branded myself pretty good. Holy moly, we have 1,300 people watching. Yes. Dude, honestly, it's been, I haven't had, I think the last time I had 1,300 people watching, 1986? 1986? Like when Google wasn't even around. No, seriously, thank you guys very much. Let's try to keep the engagement up over 50%. 1320 divided by 2 is 660. Alexa, what's 1320 divided by 2?
1,320 divided by 2 is 660.
Yes! All right. I'm a good mathematician. I'm going to switch headsets, guys. Sit tight. We will continue with the breakdown as soon as I switch headsets here. Yeah, for some reason, man, every once in a while, and I got to be honest with you guys, I'm not feeling 100% today. I'm not really feeling 100% today. I'm feeling a little, I don't know. I don't feel 100%. I know today is the 2-week mark of me getting vaccinated, so maybe this is the after effect. But yeah, part of that is yeah, I got a little bit of a headache. But Devin's going to take me out. She's going to take me out for a very early dinner. We are old, and so we eat dinner at like 4 o'clock. It is what it is. Let me see if I can hear from here.
I am.
There we go. Perfect.
Like I like.
Oh wow, that's really loud. Well, hang on a second. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I want to make sure I get this right.
Betas, but
that's not too loud, is it, guys? I think we're good.
I want to get to an alpha, but me as a, however you want to call it, I say alpha female, a woman who does everything for herself.
Here we go. The concept of the alpha female. When Janina said, or an alpha female, I said no such thing as an alpha female. I was sitting right where Myron was when I told her that. Gentlemen, there is no such thing as an alpha female. An alpha female is a myth. An alpha female is a myth, guys. There is no such thing. Listen, man. Listen. An alpha female is a misnomer. It is a misnomer wrapped in an oxymoron. An alpha female is like someone who's broke, who's a money manager. Okay? An alpha female is like a fat personal trainer. Right? An alpha female is like a guy who says he's red pill, right? But he's the bitch in his relationship. Okay? There is no such thing as an alpha female. No such thing. There are a lot of women out there who think they're alpha females. They're not. They're simply women with an overbearing personality who have climbed up the corporate rat race for so long, they quite literally forget how to be women. That's not alpha. That's tragic.
And all of this stuff, like, I'm not ready to submit.
Woman,
yeah, masculine women. I'm not ready to submit in the way that I would need to.
I'm not ready to submit in the way that I would need to. The first thing she needs to submit to is maybe a few less calories.
But I'm not ready for that.
You don't want to be told what to do right now.
I cannot be told what to do. I am not in the state. I would have to have a certain amount of trust. You know what I mean? If I'm a woman who carried everything my whole life, and then you just want me to trust you with everything, that's a process that would have to happen.
Well, sweetheart, that's the thing. Alpha males ain't got that kind of fucking time. But listen, man, like real talk. Listen, I'm sure. Listen, I get it. She's been burned a few times, right? She has a domineering personality. She's known a bunch of weak men. She's been burned a few times. And I understand a woman does have to trust your judgment in order to wholly and fully submit to you. But guess what? The men that you would wholly and fully submit to, they don't have time to earn your trust, sweetheart. That's the problem. You're masculine now. If you're not at a point where you're ready to submit, you never will be. There's no such thing as a woman who isn't submissive who all of a sudden decides to be submissive. It doesn't work that way. There are a lot of women who pretend to be submissive, right? They pretend to be submissive, then all of a sudden they try their alpha male, and one of two things happens. When she tries him, he either crumbles like a cookie, or he tells her, don't you ever come home and tell me that you're bothered about some fucking dental floss on some goddamn soap. One of two things is going to happen.
over time. I couldn't just do that.
Well, at least you know.
I agree with that.
So
I will say this though, playing
true.
devil's advocate, you're not getting any younger, and that caliber of man isn't necessarily going to be looking for women in their 30s. He's going to be
Dude, Myron is so much better. Man, listen. 4 weeks ago, he'd have been like, sweetheart, you're getting old. You're getting old. Like, you're getting old. No, Myron's like, hey, listen, all due respect, you're not getting any younger. Like, dude, Myron is, I'll tell you what, dude, that dude, listen, you guys remember when I announced on Sharpe stream, I said, listen, man, there's a guy that I'm going to hitch my wagon to. There's a guy that I'm going to partner up with. I told you from the start, I said, this guy is going to be bigger than I am. I didn't expect it to happen this fast, but I'm not surprised it did, man. Myron Gaines. I said, you guys watch. Man. This guy's going to be a fucking superstar. And he is. This is why. Listen, man, coming out, yeah, he was a little raw, right? He's a little raw with the kick out cam and Frank Castle and all that, but Myron understands, listen, okay. I can't keep bringing girls on the show. Like, if girls see me being rude and kicking girls off all the time, girls aren't going to want to come on, right? So he decided to dial that back a little bit, right? And it starts with the way he treats his guests. Listen, he stands on his square and doesn't take any guff from these women, but he kind of does it, dare I say, kind of like Kevin. But Kevin is the Velvet Hammer. Like, Kevin is polite until he starts throwing those body blows. And then after that, all bets are off.
looking for women in their 20s. So how do you intend to compete?
like I said, whatever's for me will be for me. Whatever's not is not. It's, I'm just.
See, it's funny when women, dude, it's so funny. Women think they have it figured out when they're giving undefined goals. Well, whatever it will be, will be. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. You either are or you aren't. Like, make a choice.
You're content with the risk.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, once I got into what I would do, I evaluated every single thing. So I know I can't be 50 years old and be out the game and be like, oh, so where's my husband at? It's not.
Yeah. She said I can't be 50 years old and be like that, but she can probably be like that at 30. And if she's like that at 30, she'll be like that at 35. Before you know it, she wakes up and she's 38. A few years later, she's 47, and 3 years from half 100. She's gonna be like, "Where's my husband? Where's my husband?"
Do you have any pets?
No.
Do you want any?
Fresh is about to set her up. You have any pets?
No.
See, she knew. Listen, old girl knew. Look, you see Myron. Look, you see Myron smile because he knows he was setting her ass up, and she knew it too. That's why she's smiling at Fresh. He said, "You got any pets?" That was funny. It's funny when some of the girls know what's coming and they can kind of adjust with it. That was funny. I like that. He's like, "You have any pets?" "No." "Do you want any?" "No."
Are you trying to give a pet away?
No, I'm trying to.
See, right? That was funny. That was funny.
Me and Fresh are gonna start. All jokes aside, we're not even trying to be assholes. We're gonna start investing in like dog food and cat food because we foresee
a lot of women.
Let me be honest with y'all. We've interviewed hundreds of women.
That is sound business advice. Listen, we joke about it all the time. We joke about this all the time. We say invest in dog food. Well, invest in cat food. Well, if you're gonna invest in cat food, wine, and box wine. That's it. We joke, we laugh, and we chuckle, but guys, the end is coming very quickly. Like, dude, broads out here are hitting the wall at like 24 years old. Real talk. And I love cats, right? I love cats very much, but I'm never going to be a cat lady.
At this point, we've read a lot of studies and everything else like that. In the next 10 years, there's going to be more single women than ever before.
Yep.
You guys got to understand, as women have made more money and become more successful.
Oh, so you said I'm going to be a cat woman?
Yes, you see that? That's funny. One girl, she knew what he was trying to do, but then the other chick just caught on. Wait a minute, you're trying to tell me I'm going to be a cat lady?
Or a dog woman. Or a dog woman.
What I said, I just said, hey.
Fresh tried to set her up. That was funny as shit.
Pet shops, not sex shops. What about like sex shops?
Yeah,
that's funny.
I mean, yeah.
Fresh tried to set her ass up, and she knew it.
If kids that are grown up are gone, or no kids, what are you gonna have? Pets to
right?
take care of.
Right.
So if I'm smart about my investments, I'm gonna invest in dog food.
And let me tell you guys, we're not just talking smack. Like, it's literally
hot girl summer, not hot girl life.
Yeah.
like literally, I'm telling you, because
she said hot girl summer, not hot girl life. You see that? Hot girl summer, but we want to also do hot girl life, right? Listen, if you do hot girl summer, it's probably going to be a hot girl life. If you do a hot girl summer, it's going to be a hot girl life. Let me read a couple of super chats here. Amar Kermani. Long time no see, my friend. Shout out to you, man. With the $5 super chat, says 1.3K viewers. We are catching up to the average woman's body count. Wow. I'm going to tell you what, it won't be long. It will not be long. It will not be long before that really is. I couldn't imagine. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, it should be display capture. All right, let's continue.
In the next 10 years, they're saying like well over 50% of women are going to be single, unmarried, not in a serious relationship. And also, women are finding less men actually.
Dude, well over 50% of women are going to be unmarried? Can you, guys, listen, could you have ever, well, hell, I mean, dude, like, it's funny, like the things that are happening, it's incredible, man. It's like I could never ever believe or think in a million lifetimes that sexual relations between men and women would ever really be this bad. But here's Myron with the facts. Better than 50% of women in 10 years will be unmarried. Listen, man, that is a sobering statistic. That is a sobering statistic. Ay, ay, ay.
Economically attractive. There was literally a study that came out recently where women found most men, let's talk about the Tinder study. 88% of men are found as below average an attraction level on a Tinder. 20% of men are having sex with like 90% of the girls.
There it is.
Okay. Marriage rates are plummeting. Birth rates plummeting. Women earning more money than men. More women in college.
It's funny. Look at the girl on the right-hand side next to Fresh. She looks like she's hearing this stuff for the very first time. Look at her.
If we keep going like this,
she looks really scared.
Most women are not going to see most men. And what happens? Well, when guys have options, what do? They play the field. They keep fucking girls. They're not going to commit. So the guys that all the women want and they're fighting for, they're going to keep playing the game, and the guys are going to be fighting for scrap.
Yo, look at old girl on the right next to Fresh. Dude, she looks genuinely concerned. She's like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, nobody told me about this. Look at her. Look how concerned she looks.
And the women aren't going to see them as viable options because they make less money. Women can't take down financially like men can.
She is wrapped with attention.
All the career women, all the OnlyFans girls, all the.
All right, let me fast forward. There we are. Hell, we were almost there. Okay, so now what's going to happen? Now we are to the main event. Shout out to Medinaha with the €5 super chat. Says, it's like a feminine man who says, I need a woman to be super feminine if it's ever going to work out. Not know a feminine woman is looking at him. There you go. But dude, the girl on the, look, I'm going to rewind it a little bit more. Dude, look at her body language. Like, look at her. She is really concerned.
So they live, like when they want a relationship, they want like an alpha male. You get me? Because they're so dominant in their other day things. They want to be submissive. I guess, like in their relationship.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I said that earlier. I was like, like I'm single now. Like I'm alpha by myself, but like I do want someone to put me in my place.
Exactly.
Like, I said that earlier.
Alpha, and that's
like, dude, honestly, why is like honestly, ladies, honestly, alpha is not a female characteristic to aspire to. Listen, I know Scarlett Johansson and Jennifer Garner all make you think you can be an alpha female, right? I know that, man. Like, I get it. But there is no such thing as a female who is alpha. Well, I can be alpha by myself. See, women know, these girls know that there's no such thing as a quote-unquote alpha female. They do. So now they're trying to hedge, right? They're like, okay, well, I can be alpha by myself, and then when I'm ready to find a man, then I can be submissive. Sweetheart, again, there's no such thing as a female who is alpha. If you're a man, you are either alpha or you're not. But women don't get to decide. It's just not that kind of world. You know what's interesting? It's interesting. The more comfortable men make the world for women, the less they realize they need us, right? There are actually women in this world who really, truly do believe that they don't need men. Listen, this is how good a job we're doing building and maintaining the world. Like, dude, we keep women so safe that they really and truly believe that they don't need men. They think, well, I can be alpha by myself. Really? Really? What happens if I snap my fingers and all of a sudden every man disappears? Every man disappears. What if some butch female comes up and robs you? What are you going to do? Call the cops? You're going to rely on female cops to come and get you because you're being jumped? Yeah, I don't think so. So again, miss me with this, I can be alpha by myself. That doesn't mean anything.
In the beginning of this podcast,
as
like
you
2
said-
hours ago.
Exactly, but as you said, a lot of alpha men are not attracted to those things.
Come on, Pat. Shout out to documentary TV, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, ladies, the biggest thing is, like I said before, man, if I came up to you wearing a dress and said, I'm only masculine when I find a feminine woman, you look at me like I'm crazy.
There you go. Dude, I'm going to tell you what, man. Did you hear what he said? Let me rewind that. This is unbelievable.
But like, I do want someone to put me in my place.
Exactly.
Like, I've said that
You get
earlier.
me? And
like in the beginning of this podcast, like 2 hours ago.
Exactly.
Well, she's talking about shit testing, but that's you can listen. You can be feminine and still shit test a man. That's possible.
But as you said, a lot of alpha men are not attracted to those things.
Come on, Pat. Shout out to
listen.
Documentary TV, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, ladies, the biggest thing is, like I said before, man, if I came up to you wearing a dress and said, I'm only masculine when I find a feminine woman, you look at me like I'm crazy.
There you go. All these women are like, well, listen, I'll only be feminine when I meet a masculine man. But then they wonder, why don't the guys that I want, why don't they ever talk to me? Why don't they ever hit on me? Why don't they ever approach me? Well, because you're acting all alpha. You're acting masculine. Well, I'll act like a woman when I see a man. Well, if a man of value sees you acting like a man, he might point and laugh, but he's not approaching you.
Right? That's how men
Look at that. Silence.
feel when a woman says, I'm an alpha woman, but I can get a guy to put me in my place.
Yeah.
Look at crickets. By the way, I'm gonna upgrade my soundboard game here pretty good.
It sounds ridiculous.
When you're taking care of yourself, you kind of become that.
You do.
alpha, though.
Yeah, you do become
and
that.
if you,
Yeah,
but you crave
as a,
to be
like,
taken
as a
care
single
of
person,
as well.
Like, who's going to take care of me?
Exactly.
Like, I have.
Here we go. Here we go. So this is her. This is the girl who's gonna end up cracking on us. So she's starting to understand. This is kind of a process. She's like, okay, well, you do have to be alpha, but you do crave that masculinity, and all the girls joined in.
I have to take care of myself first.
We're still feminine woman.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not feminine. Any woman who says we're still feminine woman, listen, man, is it me? Is it me? Or do less and less people, does it seem like more and more people don't know the difference between woman and women? Right? Like what was the guy who thought he was I forgot the guy. He was talking about dating coaches or whatever. He never says women. He says men don't know how to treat women. And if you don't know how to treat woman, you'll never get woman. Like, dude. Come on, man. Guys, let's learn the difference between there, and there. Let's learn the difference between woman and women. Woman is one. Women is more than one.
So we're taking care of ourselves. We're feminine alpha women.
So how
You cannot be a feminine alpha woman. That makes zero sense.
Okay,
There it is. That's it. A feminine alpha woman. I remember I saw a deodorant commercial one time. I think it's Sure, and I might play it one time. Their tagline was, "You can be feminine and fierce." No, you can't. There's no such thing as a feminine, fierce woman. No such thing. You are either fierce or you are feminine. That's just the way of it, man. Ladies, listen, you can't have it both ways. You cannot be super attractive to, you can't be attractive to alpha men because it takes femininity, but then at the same time get the toot your alpha horn. No, There is no such thing as there's no such thing as a feminine, fierce woman. Hell, even on Sex Life yesterday, right? Cooper's boss, the Asian chick who definitely wants to bang him. She was physically attractive. You guys can go back and watch the replay. The replay. DonovanSharpe.com or Patreon.com/DonovanSharpe or Sharpstream.com. But when she walked in, I was like, oh shit. Like I said the secretary is hot. I assumed she was a secretary. She gets everybody in the room. Okay, guys, here's what we're gonna do. I was like, that's it. Like, dude, she instantly lost attraction in my eyes in real time because she looked feminine, but she didn't act feminine. A woman, check this out. A woman who looks feminine but acts like a boss bitch is a guy who looks like an alpha male and acts like a bitch. It is literally the same thing. Girls think they can be feminine and fierce. No, you can't be feminine and fucking fierce. Dude, men of value ain't going for that. A woman who is trying to be feminine, a woman who says they can be feminine and fierce is the same guy who says he can be alpha and still be in touch with his feminine side. Miss me with that.
As a alpha woman, how do you say like they should go out and they should like be more feminine for someone like what you're saying is going to attract them?
Okay, let's play the second video. It plays perfectly into this.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Please have an opinion this time.
So, buckle up, guys. This is incredible.
All right, so I wanted to say my opinion, but like I feel like I'm just gonna.
Oh, now all of a sudden she wants to speak up? Now all of a sudden, what happened to pass on me? What, now all of a sudden you feel emboldened?
Shut down every time, so I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
There's nothing
Look, she wanted to dip her toe in the water. She's like, no, I'm all right. I'm all right.
wrong. We've been very respectful on all your guys' opinions. We disagree, but we ain't gonna sit here and be like, you're fucking stupid. Like, nah. We're just gonna give you guys a male perspective that you've never heard before.
Yeah.
This is probably foreign to a lot of you guys, but men can't speak like this. So let's play that third video.
Yo, Myron, I'm telling you what, dude. Listen, Myron has gotten so much better. It's insane.
Actually,
dude, this woman, listen, you thought the bitch with the pink hair was speaking some real shit?
Oh, turn down? Yeah, sure. Trey, can we turn down her volume next to me?
Put it halfway on my ear.
Yeah, no worries.
Trey, could you turn my volume up?
Hey, turn me
Shout
up
out
in
to
the
Trey in the back,
headphones.
by the way, with the headphone amps make
Hashtag Dave Chappelle.
making everything happen.
Y'all ain't ready for that.
It is not easy to do this live, guys. All right, so Chris, are we ready to go on this one?
Yeah, we're good.
What's the background on this video, real quick?
Trey.
He's licking his lips, guys.
Feminists lied to her. Basically, she thinks she could be an independent woman, but she feel like it's all been
This
a
is
lie.
some real
So everything these
shit.
ladies have been talking about, it sums it up perfectly.
All right, let's play it. Let's enlarge it real quick, Chris, please. And
is considered controversial in this day and age. But I want to preface this by saying I am all for female equality. I was the only girl on my football team growing up.
Whoa, only girl on my football team growing up. Goddamn.
I am a rapper in a male-dominated industry. I have a career in a male-dominated industry. I run my household, pay all my bills by myself, have my own vehicles, and manage everything on my own.
Okay, so far so good, right?
But I also know that God did not design my life to be this way. I was not meant to manage everything on my own. I was not meant to be the nurturer and the disciplinarian of my children. I was not meant to be the provider and also the homemaker. And I'm aware of that. And it's my own decisions that have brought me here. And it's my own acceptance of the lies that I was taught in this society. Teaching men that they are not, in fact, the spirit heads of their households, that they are not the leaders of their households. We are shaming them for standing up in their
All right, Chris, can you
masculinity
pause that?
and making decisions that would change and lead their families.
Okay, so let's we'll start with you. What's your take on that? Disagree? Agree? Need a second?
Yeah, I need 1 second.
Dude, listen, man, this bitch in the upper right, she has never, dude, she ran up on someone who knows what the hell he's talking about. She's used to debating guys who don't have this level of awareness. That's why all of a sudden, see, she thought she would come up in here and run shit. But she hears what Myron's talking about. She's like, ooh, wait a minute. I don't think I can hang with this guy. Like the regular feminist talking points and the alpha female talking points, they're just kind of, they're not working. She knows Myron Gaines is not here for it. That's why she cannot put her toe in the water, because she knows she has no match. Again, the reason why Kevin Samuels is undefeated is because he has the truth on his side. There is no such thing as an alpha female. That is the truth. This woman knows it. That's why she needs a minute to think about it. Let's continue.
And
Sure.
to like form this properly.
Dude, this.
All right, we'll start over here then. What's your take on it? Agree? Disagree? Not congruent with your life?
Being a single person. Sorry.
Speak your truth, man.
It's not you guys straight.
What is happening here? This is a woman who is just now realizing what she has suspected all along. Listen, you can listen. I'm sure listen, man. I'm sure this girl. I'm sure she's a sweet woman, but you can look at her and you can tell she has made many, many mistakes in life. Not the least of which is the chest tattoo and all that good stuff. I'm not trying to talk bad about her, right? Because I've made bad decisions too. But women are sold this bullshit every day, and for the very first time in her life, this woman is saying to herself, "Oh shit. They were wrong. They lied to me." You guys are about to see the manifestation of you know what? You know what this is? You know what this is? What's about to happen is the same thing that happened when I Googled why do girls get over breakups so easily. That's what's going to happen. This girl is about to be red-pilled.
And it's just like, it's really hard to take care of myself after being with someone for so long and giving it your all. And I know that I want to find someone's to share life with, but I'm at a point where I'm valuing myself, and I didn't put myself in this situation. I didn't choose to be where I am, and it's just like trying to get back on my feet to find the people that I can vibe with. I resonate with what she's saying, like.
Look at that. Look who else is wiping her teeth. Look who else is wiping her
And
eyes.
it's just like trying to get back on my feet to find the people that I can vibe with. I resonate with what she's.
Yeah, look at that. How much you want to bet she's checking her cell phone? See if that ex-husband that boyfriend she dumped because he had funny hair. Wonder how that's working out.
Saying like, the part that hit me most was doing it all on your own. Even though I don't have kids, I'm just here taking care of myself. It's hard as fuck. It's lonely. And there's nothing more that I want to share life again with someone.
There it is. There it is, man. There it is. She says, there is nothing in this life that I want more than someone to share it with. Guys, I tell women this all the time, man. Needing a man doesn't make you weak. It makes you a woman. This is the feminine condition. It's not something you can just turn on and off like a radio. It is programmed into you biologically. Men, we are driven by conquering success. We're driven by things. Women are driven by people, emotions, family, friends. We've taught these women all these years since the 1960s, first wave feminism. That was the beginning of the end, man. And listen, I'm here to tell you, first wave feminism actually, believe it or not, had some pretty good principles to it. Unfortunately, it was co-opted by a group of people who wanted to marginalize men who had no idea that they would quite literally destroy the next probably 70 generations. 70 generations. This girl right here, she is the manifestation of that bad decision. This girl right here, she needs to be put into a time capsule and go back to that hotel room when they were thinking about co-opting feminism with racism. If she could go back and tell these people, they'd be like, whoa, what the hell are you? She'll say to them, I'm the product of this meeting. You call it feminism, you call it? Look at me. My life's a fucking mess. I was married to a man for 11 years. He got hurt, had too big of an ego. I didn't leave him. He tried to marry another woman. I went broke over this guy. I was told I could do it all, be it all. Guess what? Doesn't work. It does not work.
With someone that will like be there for me and appreciate me and value me. All parts of me. So, sorry.
No, it's fine. Thank you for being honest. A lot of women.
Man, that was hard. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what, man. Listen, she spoke no lies. Or did she? She really didn't tell the truth until right at the end. But let's break her little breakdown down from the beginning.
Agree.
Like, I'm not trying to pile on this chick, but like, come on.
Not congruent with your life.
Being a single person.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Speak your truth, man.
Speak your truth, girl. Look at this, man. Dude, you know what this is, man? This is pain. This is pain in this woman's face, man. Wow. Like, it's all, like, dude, it all hit her at once. I'm telling you guys, this is the moment. This is the moment, man. This woman's life now, has 2 chapters in it. 2 chapters. She has reached the end of chapter 1. She's about to move on to chapter 2.
It's not you guys triggering me. It's just like, it's really hard to take care of myself after being with someone for so long and giving it your all. And I know that I want to find someone's to share life with, but I'm at a point where I'm valuing myself, and I didn't put myself in this situation.
Uh-oh. There's cap number 1. There's cap number 1. Sweetheart, no one put it. Listen, man, your husband was a douchebag, but nobody put a gun to your head to make you stay. You could have left him anytime you wanted. But Donovan, I didn't have any money. I didn't have a job. It would have been hard. Yeah. Guess what? The hardest thing to do in life, most of the time, is synonymous with the right thing to do. If you're in that kind of relationship, sweetheart, there is no need for you to stay. He didn't force you to stay. As a matter of fact, he was trying to get you to leave. He's trying to marry another bitch on the side. Guess what? You still stayed with him. Right? So you can sit here and say, I didn't put myself in this position. And listen, man, I feel for this girl. I really do, because she doesn't really look that old. She doesn't even look 30 yet. But dude, this girl's life is over before it even begins, man. Like, honestly, like, I feel for this girl, but dude, like, when it comes down to it, you can't blame anybody for your state in life but yourself. You just can't. Now, listen, man, if she's paralyzed from the waist down because somebody was irresponsible driving, all right, she has a right to be pissed off. Listen, man, listen, I didn't put myself in this wheelchair, but guess what? This is my life. Nah, man, she told us she stayed with this dude for 11 years. He treated her like absolute dog shit. She didn't leave. That's on her. She put herself in this position. It's unenviable, but she is responsible. She is responsible for where she is right now.
I didn't choose to be where I am. And
I didn't choose to be where I am. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You chose not to leave a man who is bad to you. Women always talk about these ain't shit dudes and these broke ass. Listen, hey, there ain't shit niggas, ain't shit dudes all over the place. All over the place. For whatever reason, these guys ain't looking for the red pill. These guys aren't looking up, how do I get good with women? For whatever reason, women seem to be just enamored with degenerates. This is what they look like on the other side. That's what they look like on the other side, man. She's not, dude, she hasn't been alpha widowed. She's been douchebag widowed. Guys, she'll never be alpha widowed because there's never going to be an alpha male that comes within 10 feet of this chick. Listen, man, listen. If there are any, listen, man, if there are any women watching the show, all 4 of you, we got 1,700 people watching. The 4 women watching the show, if we have any women in here that are thinking about maybe this is, you need to look at this girl. Whatever you're doing right now, ladies, if you're watching, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to end up right here. You're going to end up on the Fresh and Fit podcast, choking back tears because the truth has just been handed to you on a silver platter. And you've realized that you've been lied to all your life. You keep doing what you're doing, you're going to call up Kevin Samuels, and he's going to use your own words to make you look stupid. Ladies, listen. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Listen, you guys can call, listen, ladies, you can call us misogynists. You can call us woman haters. You can call us whatever you want. I don't care about labels. What we speak is the truth here. What we speak is the truth here. And the truth is written all over this woman's face. I've never seen a woman break down like this with that kind of information.
just like trying to get back on my feet to find the people that I can vibe with. I resonate with what she's saying. Like, the part that hit me most was doing it all on your own. Even though I don't have kids, I'm just here taking care of myself. It's hard as fuck. It's lonely.
There it is. It's lonely. 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 Listen how long she pauses after she says lonely. There it is. That's really what it is, man. It's lonely. And dude, women can't handle, listen, man, men, we call it solitude. Women call it lonely. And you know what? We're both right. We're both right. Me as a man, I never get lonely. I never, listen, listen. I never, ever get lonely. Dude, I took a 2-month hiatus in Phoenix, Arizona. And I stayed there for a month and a half because of the high blood pressure thing. But dude, listen, did I miss Dev? Yeah, sure. Right? But I wasn't lonely. Dude, honestly, man, I was actually recently thinking about doing another 2 months out there, man. I enjoy my solitude. Women, they're not made for solitude. But when you live a life like this quote, boss bitch lifestyle, you are going to end up alone. And it's funny, women try to shame men who sleep around. Well, you're going to end up alone. Hey, fine with me. Dude, a man who's alone is at peace. A woman who's alone, her life is in chaos.
And there's nothing more that I want.
Listen.
To share life again with someone.
There it is. This is the one thing she wants in her life, is to share life with someone. And that's all of these girls. All these girls are paying her attention. The girl next to her, dude, these girls feel her pain, man. Whether or not they're, bold enough to, admit to it, one never knows. But all these girls, every one of these women can personally identify on some level with what this woman is talking about. She just happened to be the one. Listen, I don't even know if she was the bravest one to do it, but I'm going to tell you what, she couldn't help it, man. She cracked.
With someone that will, be there for me and appreciate me and value me. All parts of me.
Damn, man.
No, it's fine. Thank you for being honest.
It's hard to watch.
A lot of women would not admit that.
Real talk, dude. Real talk.
They would not. They would say I'm strong and independent, and they'll fight it to the grave. And thank you for being honest and vulnerable. And I have an opinion on this, a take on this, which I'll give you guys some factual data after. But what's your take on that? You talking to Mike, please?
Yeah. I mean, I agree. As far as my background as well, I have always been the provider. I have always found a way. I have always, even when I got knocked down, I brung myself up with no help from a man.
What the hell is Fresh up to? Fresh is doing something. Look at Fresh.
Well, I have always been the provider. I have always
Look at Fresh. He's doing something.
Found a way. I have always, even when I got knocked down, I brung myself.
What is Fresh doing? You see, Fresh has a mischievous look on his face. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I got to find out.
Up with no help from a man. So my perspective is a little bit different. Like I said, I can be very submissive. I talk to alphas, but I just wouldn't be able to go to that other side because I'm not ready.
I think she's being honest. And listen, man, let's not pretend that there aren't some men at fault too, right? Listen, man, listen, there are some ancient dudes out here, and listen, a lot of times they do these bitches dirty. They do these bitches dirty, and woman's got 2 kids, no man, got to do what you got to do. You can't run in your cave and hide. Listen, you got to you got to put your big girl panties on and do what needs to be done. That's the way of it.
To give all of my trust into somebody because I've never been able to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she sounds like a woman who's had a very rough upbringing.
So I agree with exactly what she says, and I understand that it's hard to do that when you're the provider. But I also know that in the end, yes, of course, I would love a man to be able to play that role. And
there it is. See, even now, listen, had a rough upbringing, always had to be the alpha, the provider, blah 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 blah. And guess what? Yeah. In the end, I would love a man. Guys, listen, this is all women, man. This is all women. No matter what women say, no matter what women do, no matter what women say they do, or anything like that, women always want and need a man. They always do. Even, listen, let's say there was a millionaires, right? A woman could have all the money in the world. She could have Mackenzie Bezos money, right? She can travel the world. She can buy all the toys. She can go have flings with the Cabana boys down out at Ibiza. Great. But her life will still be miserable because she does not have a man she loves and respects who loves and respects her in return. That's it. This is what feminism got you, ladies.
I know that I'm not meant to do all this by myself. So Yeah, I agree.
And guys, I want to say one thing, man. Like, you understand, right? Imagine your whole life you've been lied to about how things in life are supposed to go.
Yeah,
right.
You find out later on that,
dude, look at the girl to the left of Fresh. That bitch looks shook. Yo, when Myron was telling the group about the marriage statistics in 10 years, like she was like, "What?" It's like the first time she had ever heard this crazy information before, right? But now listening to, because you can tell she's young. I don't know. She probably looks like she's 21, 22 years old. The girl that was crying, probably 27, 28. She looks spooked. She's like, "Whoa, wait a minute, hold up. Like, I want to end up like her. I don't want to end up crying to Myron Gaines. I'm not trying to call Kevin Samuels and get dealt with." Whoopsh.
like, it's all been a lie.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be like, oh, I can just change automatically. You're gonna be like, fuck.
Think of the RP rate from a female perspective.
Yeah. Literally, like, females now are being told you can be this person independent, but in reality, they just want to have family.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, what do they do?
Yep.
It's sometimes it's too late.
Yep. All right. So, what's your take on it? Agree, disagree?
Okay. So with that, I do agree with her due to the fact that I see it from two standpoints. I see it in the relationship. Well, I'll start with the other standpoint first. I see it within a business standpoint. You know, if you're handling a business, you know, and you're trying to do everything yourself, it's going to be very stressful for you. It's just going to make everything harder as opposed to you having a team or having somebody with you that's going to help you out with everything. It'll make your ride very much smoother. Okay. And it same thing with the relationship.
That's not the best analogy, but I see where she's going.
I mean, well, with, you know, either being by yourself.
Shrieking Trinity said Cher just saw her future.
Or being in a relationship.
She does kind of look like Cher, doesn't she?
Yeah, you could try to do everything by yourself, but you know, it's much easier to have somebody with you, you know, to take on, let's say, the bills or whatever else may come with it. You're gonna need 9 times out of 10, you're gonna need somebody to be with you.
No, 10 times out of 10, sweetheart. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. And you, and just so the people know, because we got 10,000 live viewers, by the way, guys, like the video. You know, you're an entrepreneur. You have a lashes business,
yes,
right?
I do.
Difficult running it by yourself.
Said Fresh and Fit got females crying like Oprah, right?
Okay, yes, it is. For me, it is kind of difficult running the business by myself. You know, sometimes as a business owner, you know, there's times where you have your days where you get unmotivated. And with having a business, you have to stay consistent.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Dude, listen, I didn't watch the beginning. I didn't watch the beginning of this video, but dude, 1,427% of these broads who come on the show and call themselves business owners, we know what that is. That's OnlyFans. Sweetie, OnlyFans ain't a business. Man, OnlyFans is not a business. That is not a business. You know what? It is a business, but you are not running a business. You're simply profiting. Listen, OnlyFans girls think they know what it's like to be a business owner. Dude, I've been a business owner now, I guess. Is this kind of, well, hell, this has become a business for me, right? Like, dude, oh my God, dude, some of the headaches now, what with events and courses and products and all that, yeah, I have some of the headaches, but dude, I owned a 2-store mattress chain. I built that from the ground up. Real talk. I owned 7 properties out in Las Vegas. That was a business. This woman has no idea what kind of headaches being a real business person goes through.
So sometimes.
Hey, shout out to Jordan Price, the newest member of the TSR family. Shout out from the TSR Command Center.
Let's say I'm not motivated, I'm not consistent, I'm not going to get that many sales. I'm not going to get all the sales that I need, as opposed to me being consistent.
OnlyFans.
Posting every day, you know, talking on.
No, she's not a CEO, no.
On live, as I should. But like I said, it'll be more easier with the team.
Cool. Your take on it?
I mostly pretty much agree. Everything is easier with someone by your side, and it's definitely more enjoyable to life having someone by your side.
This is funny. So it sounds to me like these girls, this is what these women are doing. Is they're hedging. They're like, okay, I agree with what the blonde said. I agree that God didn't create us to do blah, 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 blah. But no, what they're doing is they're characterizing this as, well, listen, I want a man, I don't need a man. Yeah, it would be nice to have someone by your side. Sweetheart, it is essential to have a man by your side. Or let me rephrase that. It is essential for you to be at a man's side. You don't, listen, A woman does not need a man by her side. A woman does not need a man by her side. She needs to be at the side of a man. She needs to belong to a man. And all these women sort of halfway characterize this, well, you know, listen, it would be nice to blah, 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 blah. And when they say that, what they're indirectly telling us, listen, it would be nice to have a man, but it's not necessary. Yeah, sure it is. It's always necessary.
I know definitely I get in my moments where I might be a little lonely, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I can't be independent, but being independent isn't what's surrounding my world or making my world go round.
You know what? I wonder how these women would define independence. I wonder how they would. Next month, I'm doing some traveling. August, I'm doing some traveling. Next month, I think we're gonna go to Phoenix because I fucking love Phoenix. I think I'm gonna do the Phoenix. I'm gonna do the Miami, Phoenix, Vegas trio again because I've got stuff in my storage unit that I need to get out for the next CME. But I wonder how these women, when I'm on Fresh and Fit, and who knows, maybe I'll be on after hours. Oh my God, dude, that one after hours that I did in the suit, Jesus Christ. We got done at like 2:30. Oh, good God. I'm 43, man. I can't handle that no more. But if I ever get in front of these women, I'll be like, look, like, how do you define independence? You say, I want to be strong and independent. How do you define strength and independence? How do you define that? I'd really like to know it because I think strong and independent is kind of Tourette's-y, right? Girls say, I want to be strong and independent. They don't even know what it means, right? It's like the concept of MVP versus most valuable player, right? Especially in the NBA. There should be two awards. There should be the MVP and the most valuable player, right? Because the MVP generally goes to the league leading scorer who plays on the best team. That's the league MVP. That's the league MVP. The 2015 NBA Finals. The Golden State Warriors won that series, I think, like 4-1, 4-2, right? It was a bad series. Everybody was hurt. Kyrie was hurt. Matthew Dellavedova was the second best player. Okay? The MVP of that series was Andre Iguodala, who held LeBron to a triple-double. That was the MVP of the finals because he happened to play for the winning team. The most valuable player in the 15 NBA Finals won LeBron James, who averaged, again, a triple-double. How do these women define strong and independent? Because my guess is that they probably don't know. They honestly probably don't know how they truly defined strength and independence as a woman.
All right.
I think it's really easy to follow or trendy, let's say, to follow the strong, independent woman, I don't need a man trope. But at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself if you're really going to be fulfilled coming home to an empty apartment, ordering takeout. Like, is this really what you want from your life?
What? Say what? Are you serious? Hold up. This is going to be late, but... Yo. This bitch is spitting bars. Hey, let's run that back.
But I'm not going to sit here and act like I can't be independent, but being independent isn't what's surrounding my world or making my world go round.
All right.
I think it's really easy to follow or trendy, let's say, to follow the strong, independent woman. I don't need a man.
Oh, shit. Is Clyde out? Oh, no, never mind. I thought Clyde got out again. Jesus.
Trope. But at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself if you're really going to be fulfilled coming home to an empty apartment, ordering takeout. Like, is this really what you want from your life? Or are you, just trying to follow this empowering idea?
Good God Almighty. This bitch just dropped bars. Real talk, man. Real talk. Listen, man. MLD used to always tell me, I think people are coming around. And shout out to Persona. Persona B, who I've had multiple consults with. He was at the last Conference of Masculine Excellence. He has purchased his second ticket to the Conference of Masculine Excellence, so it'll be good to see him again. He's a big dude too, man. Like he was a lot thicker than I thought. So looking forward to seeing him again. Excellent.
that you need to do everything on your own and that you don't need a man
Mm.
and that men and women don't need each other.
Yep.
Okay.
Listen, I will say this. Kevin Samuels on the Tasha K. And dude, you guys got to check. Listen, you guys got to check out the Kevin Samuels Tasha K interview. And listen, man, Tasha K gets a bad rap. Listen, she comes for people. She goes in on people. Hey, listen, that's the business. That's what she does. But the conversation she had with Kevin Samuels, guys, that's going to blow you away. That's going to blow you away, man. Female relatives of hers were sister wives to one man. And she readily admitted it. Dude, she co-signed everything Kevin Samuels talks about. But at the beginning of that interview, Kevin said something that I 100% wholeheartedly agree with. Men and women are better together, man. We're better together, dude. Right? Like, dude, men and women have never been more at odds with each other than they are right now. And look how it's turning out. It's a shit show, man. Dude, we got girls with chest tattoos crying on podcasts because she just realized she'd been lied to for 28, 29 years. Right? We got world star hip hop, man. We got people making anatomy hats to wear down the street, man. Men and women are better together. This is why the generation 4 or 5 generations ago, that's why it was called the greatest generation, because it was. Men were men and women were women. Men were masculine, women were feminine. There's never been a greater time in our country than the greatest generation. Gen X, I'm a Gen Xer. Things were okay when I was young, but dude, when I became a teenager, that's when things started to erode. This is what happens.
Cool.
Somebody said relationship material. Yeah. Well, listen. She talks a good game, right? She talks a good game. If she walks it like she talks it, yeah, she could possibly be relationship material. We'd have to put her through the training. But listen, if she really does believe what she is talking about, then yeah, she would have a very good opportunity. She'd have a very good opportunity to, maybe be in a relationship of some length. Yeah, right there. Yes. No way getting married, but yeah, LTR, yeah, absolutely.
What's your take on that?
Oh, well, first, I think it's bold and brave that you cried first. I wasn't sure who was going to be you or me, so it was good.
Oh, how about that? She says, I wasn't sure if it was going to be you or me. Remember, she was also tearing up too, right?
I wasn't the only one here, because I'm not about to have these 10,000 people roast me.
I'm not about to be. She didn't say this, but what she just said is, listen, man, I was afraid that you were the only one brave enough to act like a woman. Right? Brave enough to cry first. Brave enough to show raw emotion. Ladies, like, what's the problem? Seriously. What she essentially just told her, listen, I wasn't sure. I'm glad you were brave enough to show some femininity. Ay.
No, I agree with her. There's a level of every woman, despite how they feel, whether they're on this independent thing, wants to be kept, right? We all want to be kept. And there's just a level of relief that you feel to know that you have somebody who is the pillar and the foundation of the household.
That's right.
And you are able to basically make the household in order to make it be a real home.
Look, Geebus909 says they don't realize how fast life goes the older you get. Man, you ain't lying. You are not lying, dude. I remember. It looks like there's an Amber Alert in our area. I remember when I turned 20. Thank God I made it. Dude, my teen years took forever. It took me forever to get to 25. I woke up the very next day, I was 30. It's that quick. Dude, my 30s flew by. My 40s are flying by even faster. He is not kidding.
I'm a private nanny, so I work personally with fathers all the time and be like, hey, I can't do this alone, because sometimes being a private nanny can really feel like being a single parent.
That's kind of cool.
A lot. And a lot of them can attest to you get burnt out like hell. But it really helps to know that there's a man present to basically enforce these rules with the kids. And
see, there it is. See? That's it. She's keeping it 100, man. Maybe she's not as emotional as the other girl, but yeah, she's like, yeah, you know what? I agree. I need a man.
Also,
If I were her, dude, if I were sitting at that panel, I'd be like, sweetheart, listen, stop talking. Take your phone, go out on that balcony, and make the fucking phone call you know you need to make. That's what I would tell her. I'd be like, look, real talk, stop the show, get your phone, because I know you want to. Listen, honestly, man, you try to play this hard to get type shit. Listen, if you really love this guy, if he really fits the bill, if you don't go out on that balcony and make that fucking phone call and beg this son of a bitch to take you back, you're going to regret for the rest of your life. You don't need to be on some podcast talking about, no, you need to be out on that porch. You need to fix your relationship. You need to get him back, because I promise you, if he's high value, he's got somebody else's attention right now. He's probably with her right now. Right now. You need to go rescue your relationship. That's what I tell her.
Demand the respect that it is and keep it a balanced household in order for the household to continue moving forward. And that's just me getting paid for it. God can only imagine you being a parent 24/7.
Cool. Do you, were you able to gather your thoughts?
I did.
Here we go.
So it's
No wrong with disagreeing. Go ahead.
no,
Wait, go ahead.
I totally
You have
agree
the
with
floor.
it. That's the thing. Like I agree with it.
Oh, she's actually pretty.
The only thing is, someone else mentioned before how they had a situation.
There's JB84 making an appearance in the Fresh and Fit chat.
And they provided for their man. I had to do that in my past. And then after a certain amount of time, they weren't even trying. And like that's what hurt me at the end of the day. Like they didn't try for so long, and I was providing. I had the apartment, they were staying there, and it was like, what are you doing? Like, you're taking advantage of me, and like I'm getting like everything for you. Like I'm getting food, I'm getting the apartment, like you're playing video games, like, and you're not even going out and trying to get a job.
Okay, again, I feel for you, sweetheart. But again, feminism is to blame. Guys, feminism is to blame, because I can promise you, her ex-boyfriend who wasn't shit and played video games, how much you want to bet this guy was 6'2", square jaw with a big dick? How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet the guy that was married to the girl who cried? How much you want to bet he was hot? Huh? How much you want to bet? Right? See, that's what these girls are not telling us. That's what these girls are not. They're not telling us, well, why did I stay with this guy who did it? Well, because he was hot, sweetie. Now, how does that relate to feminism? Easily. What feminism has done with women is it has caused women who are young and pretty to prioritize physical genetics over resourceful genetics. This girl is pretty. Dude, she's probably like a 7.5, 8. And if she was made up, maybe even like an adjustable 9. Right? Like, dude, I mean, I'm sure she has OnlyFans. I mean, she looks hot to me. Right? But feminism teaches girls that they can sleep around, get it out of your system. Just like Sheryl Sandberg said. Fuck the bad boys, date the bad boys, the cool boys, the crazy boys, the commitment phobe boys. Get it all out of your system. No, you never get that out of your system. And what happens is these young, pretty girls, they end up fucking with these douchebags because they think they've got all the time in the world. Next thing you know, you got chest tattoos and you're on Fresh and Fit, or you're calling Kevin Samuels because your life is in shambles. Listen, I understand women have to be physically attracted to the man. We're over here in this community. This is something we push all the time. Guys, listen, get your body right, get your finances right, get your mind right. Listen, man, we're helping men, right? Like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell a girl to love a man unconditionally. Fuck that. No, sir. No, You need to have physical standards. You need to have realistic physical standards, but you need to have standards nonetheless. But by the same token, what these girls need to understand is that there are costs for everything. If he's tall and good looking and young and hot, chances are probably not going to have much money. Okay. Listen, pay the price. Pay the price. Pay the price and go look for someone else. Look for someone else more long term. Nope, girls ain't trying to do that. They think they got all the time in the world. Look, this girl is hot. This girl is hot. This girl supported a man, and all he did was play video games. He's probably a hot outfit, probably fucking her best friend. Feminism has trained women to when they are at their most fertile to prioritize physical genes. It doesn't matter what his background is, no matter what he does for a living. He's hot. I'll spend time with him. Because when I get it out of my system, there will be plenty of high-value men waiting for me. Really? Watch Kevin Samuels on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. woman after woman, they come to this rude awakening that there is no high value man tree. There is. You don't just go pick a man off the high value tree. No. If you want a high value man, you got to strike when the iron is hot, between the ages of 18 and 24, 25 years old. That's your window, ladies. 18 and 25. After that, it gets real hard. It gets real hard. And unless you are blessed genetically.
And this is, I'm only 24 now. Like, this is only a few years ago.
See? She's only 24. She still has time.
And it hurt. It hurt, because I'm the one out there, like, trying and working so hard. I wanted them to, like, be like.
There it is. Look at this. On the screen says Destiny's Child, TLC, and the propaganda they put out during the 90s and aughts music affected women who idolized this music and applied it in their lives. Real talk. Red Light Special, right? Digging on You.
Hey, I just came home from work. Like, let's do this, let's do that. And not, I come home from work and I'm like, oh, you didn't even try to do anything. You didn't even cook. Like, I'm the one coming home. Like, you didn't even cook. Like, like at that point, like, the roles were reversed. I felt that, and I didn't want that. I would rather it be the other way.
I have a question, though.
There you go. See that? She came correct. She had opinions, but she couldn't help herself. She told straight up, listen, I don't want some ain't shit dude eating up all my goddamn food, playing video games all goddamn day. I'm out there working, trying to make money. Like, I want to be home watching soap operas while you go out and work and make the money. But because he was hot, she decided to give it a try, right? And when girls prioritize physical genes, they miss all the red flags. All of them. They miss them all.
Oh.
Go for it.
Who chose the guy?
Like, you mean like I chose the guy, or like he chose? And I didn't want that. I would rather it be the other way.
Asker.
I have a question, though.
Go for it.
Who chose the guy?
Like, you mean like I chose the guy, or like he chose?
See, there it is. There it is. Fresh is holding her accountable. Yeah, who chose the guy? Like, all these, listen, man, listen, dude, my heart goes out to the girl who cried, man, because, dude, oh my God. Like, you can tell she's in pain, dude. Like, and she doesn't seem like a terrible person. She seems like a genuinely kind person. But at the end of the day, women can talk all the shit about this dude treated me this way and this dude treated me that way. Baby girl, you chose him. You chose him. Listen, they say the same thing about us. Hey, listen, you talk about bitches ain't shit, you chose him. Yes, you're right. And eventually I found this community and I choose them no longer. Well, maybe for 24 hours or less, but that's another show.
Me.
As in, like, okay, if you find out who he was, why'd you, like, tolerate it for so long?
It changed.
Yeah.
It changed going in, like, about 6 months to a year in. It changed completely. Like, he was not like that, and then changed.
That's how it usually goes.
And he also, like when like you said before, you like girls when they go out a certain way and they're not dressed like that. He changed, like, the way, like, I went out. He made me only wear certain clothes.
You know what happened? He did change. He absolutely changed. He absolutely changed. But you want to know something? You want to know why he changed? Because she asked him to. She asked him to change. When he met her, she was the alpha. He was the alpha, right? Little by little, she started picking at him. Maybe you should do this differently. Maybe you should do that differently. Look, she's about to talk about he only used to let her work. Let's watch this.
And then he only made me hang out with certain friends. Like, it was, like, very weird. Like,
no, that's not weird, sweetie. That's a man. That's a man trying to protect his investment.
To me, that was weird. Like, it changed after a certain time. It didn't happen in the beginning of the relationship. It happened after, like, 6 months into a year. And I was like, what is going on?
You weren't okay with it.
It was like, it was a complete flip.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about him not letting you hang out with certain people, or him playing video games all day? Like, which is it? And again, guys, listen, man. I say this all the time. Women will never, ever, ever volunteer disparaging information about themselves unless they are covering something up more nefarious, right? So this woman said, all right, listen, I made the bad decision and this and that and the other, but he changed. She's still not taking accountability. Well, sweetheart, when he changed, you got to go. You got to go, man. Listen, you have dude, look at you. What was she, 22? Bitch, you probably had guys beating down your door. You want to know why she didn't leave? Because he was hot. That's it. Dude, I promise you, this guy was a 6'3", alpha Chad. She thought she had time.
Like, if I went into it knowing what it was going to be, I've been okay with it. Like, because, like, that's how the beginning and, like, the stand of the relationship started. It happened midway through, and I was like,
yes. It happened midway through. You want to know why? Because she kept shit testing him and he kept failing. See, women don't women, well, okay, he changed and this and that and the other. Listen, don't get me wrong, man. There's some hustlers out there, right? There are a lot of guys out there who present themselves to be one way, but then it turns out to be the other. But let's not get it twisted. This is indeed a two-way street. Let's not act like you were the perfect girlfriend who never tried him, but then just all of a sudden 6 months in, he decided to change. Nah, She was probably bitchy. She was probably nagging. She probably shit tested him constantly. He didn't know how to handle it, so he said, fuck it. Fuck it. And now, at that point, he became unattractive to her. She should have left. She didn't. That's on her.
What is going on here?
Well, I don't agree with him changing midway because obviously from the beginning you should know what time it is. Like, all right, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. These are my standards. But for him to change midway, that's kind of...
It was super weird.
Just out of curiosity, did he change midway as he was losing his job and you started to support him?
Uh-oh.
No, after 6 months of me supporting, he was like completely switching because like I was still doing what I was doing.
Oh, so you were in the breadwinner role and he tried to dictate terms with you.
Yeah, but I didn't mind for a certain, like, I liked him saying, like, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. Mm-hmm. After so much time going into it, he was like, oh no, like, I need to, like, regain that role. Is kind of what it came down to.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. So, listen, man, like, this isn't all this dude's fault, right? This girl needs to admit, hey, you know what? I committed to a guy I should have committed to, but you want to know something? When he started to change halfway, I should have pulled the plug on the relationship a lot sooner. She's fortunate because she's still young and pretty. She has plenty of time. She doesn't have any tattoos that I can see. She's got two-toned hair. That's a slut tell, but listen, man, any chick is trainable, at least most of the time.
Me?
Yeah.
I not gonna add to the conversation.
Sirius just said on the Sharpe stream side that she just learned what it's like to be a man and the woman is at home all day watching soap operas. I don't mind that. Like, listen, man, like if I'm the breadwinner, dude, watch soap operas. Just listen, watch soap operas, do what you gotta do. Just make sure you keep that ass tight, make sure my dinner's on the table, right? Make sure my food is, make sure my belly's full and my balls are empty. You can do whatever you want.
Because I really do agree with a lot of what the girl said.
Okay.
Me, so
okay.
I'm just gonna leave it.
You don't have a point to argue or here?
Really?
What?
No.
Go ahead.
I'm surprised. What's going on?
Hear me out. Like,
There we go.
Okay, now.
Yeah, Hellfong says I smell cap. Yeah, listen, obviously. Listen, she's not telling us the whole story, right? Obviously, she's not telling us everything that happened. She's not going to tell us she's not going to tell us the part that makes her look bad. This is something women never do, right? She would have us believe that she was the perfect girlfriend the entire time, and he just decided all of a sudden to start being an asshole. Listen, we always know there's more to the story. We know women never tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Very good breakdown. Very good breakdown session there. Give me a second here. I wasn't quite prepared. I wasn't quite as prepared as I should have been on the production side, but I'm glad we were able to get that. I'm glad we were able to get that done and get that in. Man, like dude, for whatever reason, I feel I don't feel terrible, but I don't feel 100%. Like my feet are my lower extremities are a little achy. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. Like I lifted weights and had a good weight loss or good weight session. Once again, guys, for those of you just joining us, the Conference of Masculine Excellence tickets for the Conference of Masculine Excellence are on sale. Tickets for the Conference of Masculine Excellence are on sale. They are less expensive than the first one. The Conference of Masculine Excellence will be held in Dallas, Texas, October 21st through October 24th. If you get your ticket this month, if you take advantage of the early bird special, you can get it right now. You get a $100 discount on your standard ticket. That is a $100 discount on a standard ticket. What does your ticket cover? You're going to get lunch all 3 days. That's on me. You're going to get the Feast of Champions. That's a 5-course meal. Unbelievable. You're going to get access to all of the speaking sessions. You will also get to see the 6 podcasts live, as well as virtual event access, and much, much more. We are working on workshops this time around. We're working on workshops. If you want a $100 discount this month only, you got 22 days. 22 days. use promo code MWAGA. Use promo code MWGA, and you will get $100 off your standard ticket, which is, what is it? Probably almost half the cost of what the standard ticket was for CMA 1. And as an added bonus, you will get my entire Womanese catalog audio version. That's right. You buy your ticket, you get $100 off. Use promo code MWAGA, MWGA. You get my entire Womanese catalog, a $1,500 value, absolutely free, as my gift to you, saying thank you for supporting. Thank you for supporting the event. Over 600 translations. The Gold Digger Guide and the Shit Test Guide are all in Volume 2. Standard ticket. Then there's the VIP ticket. What does the VIP ticket include? It includes your hotel stay. 3-night stay at the venue. You get access to the VIP meet and greet. It was a fucking blast last time. Food, drinks, pretty girls, cigars, all the rest of that. I'm going to feed you lunch all 3 days. Feast of Champions, get a priority seating for Feast of Champions. 5-course meal. Priority seating for all speeches, as well as the 6 live. Priority Q&A. This means your questions come first. Virtual event access, and of course, any workshops we decide to add. And as another bonus, you get the entire Womanese video catalog. Guys, this is my signature course. $3,000 value. Womanese Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gentlemen, 600 translations, over 250 hours of bonus content. The Gold Digger Guide, the Shit Test Guide, the Masculine Excellence Lifestyle Kit. That's 50 hours right there. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up, my 5-part 7-hour audio course. How to Master the Game, my 25-hour audio course on girls and game. $3,000 absolutely free when you purchase your VIP ticket this month. If you want a $250 discount this month only, use promo code DREAM, promo code DREAM, DREAM, and you will get $250 off your VIP ticket and $3,000 in products with the Womanese series. So, it's I'm happy to be doing another CME. I've been looking forward to this one for quite a while, and so I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm probably going to be down there in Texas. We're probably going to have to go to Texas a couple of times and take care of some business down there, shooting promos and all that. So, Blue Lion 7342, haven't seen you in here in a while, with the $5 super chat, says Kevin Samuels has said, men are not the enemies of women. We men genuinely want to love and protect our women, but society is constantly telling them to combat us. That's it. Dude, our society and our culture is telling women to rebel against men. Like, they act like the way the media and our culture portrays us, we're all incels, we're all e-parists walking around looking for a woman to e-par, right? Looking to isubo women. Like, that's let's find somebody to e-par. Like, that's the way they characterize us. It's insane. Geeky Anomaly with the $10 super chat says it's almost like if the relationship has a correct foundation, women get the better end of the deal. They don't have to work, get provided for, protected, the list goes on. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely, man. Man, great show today. Dude, shout out to the Fresh and Fit boys, man. They're up over 300,000 subscribers. So shout out to those guys. There will not be a Sex Life breakdown or Temptation Island breakdown tonight because today is Friday, and Friday is the day that I do the call-in show with Everett Overton. That's right, Coach EO will be joining me at 5:30. Tonight's subject, you cannot control her behavior, but you can control your actions, right? We get a lot of guys, how do I control my woman? No, you can't control your woman, nor should you want to, right? But you can heavily influence her behavior with your behavior. We're going to talk about that and more. We're going to take your phone calls and your questions today at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Devin wants to take me out for an early bird dinner. Speaking of early bird, I like eating early. I don't like eating too close to bedtime. because if I don't, I get heartburn in the morning. That's just part of getting old. So, and I know Dev's hungry. She's said it several times. So, listen, thank you guys very, very much for watching the show. Shout out to Geeky Anomaly, $10. Blue Lion, 7342, $5. The Thriller from Manila and Jordan Price, welcome to the community. Welcome to the family. Age of Machines, JB84. Thank you all. Oh, Isaac Landis, Emmett Trill, Haru Glory, forgive the pronunciation. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the program. That is going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Again, masculineexcellence.com to get your hands on your tickets to the CME in Dallas, October 21st through 24th. Thanks for watching, guys. See you at 5:30. Get thousands of hours of content not found anywhere on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Link in description.